Oh my god. Alright.
Right, we are
We
live again.
apologise for that. We got basically basically the stream equivalent of photo bombed there by the sound of it. Alright, we're back up.
Yep, we're back up. It all looks fine. Everyone's readying up. Okay,
connection's
we're ready.
looking good. Right,
Well,
everyone seems to be ready to get going.
The only person on my
we'll
screen with a red bar at the moment is Wayne.
Well, I don't know, connections seem to be fluctuating a bit. So yours has just gone down to a red.
Well, me on mine, I've stayed 5 bar this whole time.
It will always show your connection as the...
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll just see how it goes.
Anyway,
if
hopefully we will be off to
lagging a bit, I'll turn the stream off. Oh shit, I need to put it global again. Sugar. Mind my French. But we are finally back. Round 2? Take 2, even.
Take 2 of Spain, 100%. And yeah, to any people who didn't know what happened, we had to do a quick restart because we had plenty of glitches that were happening in the actual lobby. So we just had to remake the lobby, re-invite everyone. And it seems that we're much better. Are we missing someone? Okay, I thought for a second we were missing someone, but...
Right, that loaded up a hell of a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So it should run through better this time. Oh god. Grime, what, are you on something? He's put, "We back yay, turtle for the win."
Oh, because you know, Scott, ESR's official... Oh, we've got rain! We have rain. We have...
But it's a dry rain.
Looks like light...
It's light rain the
so
whole
it's flipped
qualifying.
this time. Yep.
Which...
Well, this is qualifying 1, remember, so...
Yeah.
So that is definitely subject to change. So basically, it appears to have slid. That's a shame, though. We don't have the rain in the actual race. That would have definitely made things a lot more interesting. So kicking off where we left off, Ben, of course, first one out the pits. Pretty much ESR tradition at this point, by the seam of it.
I can't change car. Dragoon's the first on track.
No, mate, it's definitely Ben, because Ben's now going around turn 3. Now Dragoon is...
Ah, right, okay.
You should be able to change now.
Yeah, it wasn't allowing me to change at that point.
Yep, Venom's is on his way out too, so is Jack.
Everyone's done it right and gone on those inters. I hope it's wet throughout qualifying.
That'll definitely be... Yeah, I do hope so as well.
It'll make it more interesting, I think.
I wonder what it is going to be for qualifying 2 and 3, because obviously we're going to be knocked out in qualifying 1. So we're going to be
one of us will get
into
through,
the next session
it's
blind.
the top 16, isn't it?
Was it?
Yeah. And
okay.
What was there, 17 of us or 18 of us when we started?
17 drivers.
Yeah, so one of us will get through.
17 people in total. Alright, let's have a quick look at Ben. Find him.
Yeah, I'm on board with him right now.
Yep, Sionum, I'll have another look through the field. The good thing is, it doesn't look like anybody's struggling too much in the wet conditions, so hopefully we're going to have nobody who puts it in the wall.
Yeah, that would be good. It looks
that would be good,
like... Well, it would be good on their point of view. It'd be boring stream-wise, but I suppose we can hope and pray that someone crashes. I won't mention any names because last time names were mentioned, said people crashed.
Adds a little bit of something to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so Dragoon and Ben have just finished their first sector. Ben 1/10 quicker than
that's a better
Dragoon in
camera.
sector 1.
I was on a weird camera. Oh, 10 cars
So
are out right now.
Hey, Venom's does a 25.3 in sector 1. Well, at the moment, Dragoon and Ben, fairly similar pace at the moment. There's only a 10th that separates them in sector 1.
Yeah.
And
It is
only about
quite
a 10th and a
surprising.
bit, 2/10.
Like,
I said, Dragoon does seem to have some good pace around this track.
well, the past couple of races, I know it's Towley's setups, but he's getting quicker.
He is indeed getting quicker.
But
Can
he
also,
hold it?
and he
can
comes
he-
across the line. There's a
What's he done?
135.4,
Is that good?
which compared, he's not. Yeah, still only about a 10th or so off Ben.
Right. So on my screen, Mum has
Actually,
done
no.
a 34.3,
Wait, a 10th,
and
what am I saying?
Dragoon is a
Oh wait,
second
no. Oh
behind
god,
him.
I've completely.
Yeah,
Never
you've,
mind. Yeah, I was about
you've
to say,
read
I've
that wrong.
completely read that wrong. My apologies.
So
I've
after their
completely read that
first
wrong. He's
sector
actually a
times
second.
being
so-
close, Venom's have gone second. Now a second,
Venom's gone
almost
second.
a second
Jack slots
behind.
in 4th.
Jesus. Right, Venom's has done a lap. Dragoon's done a lap. No, let's watch Jack.
Glass.
Where's Jack gone?
So,
4.
that's Ouija? I think I'm just gonna call him Ouija. I don't know if that's actually how you say his name. But Ouija's gone for the fastest in sector 1. Jan has invalidated his lap, possibly intentional, not too sure. Ouija goes first with a 1:33.9.
Let's watch Swizz. He's done a 25.4 first sector.
Another flick through the field.
Yeah, he's keeping it in quite tight there.
Said Kai has just done a 31.1, but again, banker laps, obviously
Yeah.
not. Obviously not his true laps, so expect that to improve.
34.8 second sector. I don't know if these are good because I'm not looking at the timings, but
34.8 in the second sector. He's 4/10 off Ouija.
right, okay.
He's gone P1, but well, yeah, he's about 4/10 off Ben, who's currently set the fastest second sector.
Wow. And Swizzle will come across
Venom's
the line
improves,
and do a
Shag has just done a 1:36 dead.
35.2 to go 6th. It's not bad, I don't
Very
think.
good. Kai has done a 1:55.7. So
Right, can you have a look?
Yeah, but-
The manor that's behind the Renault of Dragoon, is it on a lap?
let me see. A Manor behind a Renault. No, this is Outlap, and that is Kehoe.
Ah, right, okay. Because I was thinking the manor's getting really, really close, and if Dragoon isn't on a hot lap... Oh, he's messed up in under pressure there. In qualifying.
Could be spelling disaster for the race, but
Shag's on
this
the
thing
lap.
is just qualifying.
He's done a
Anything can change.
25.3 first sector, Shag has. 35.2 second sector.
Dragoon has come into the pits. He's probably gonna come out again later when there is more rubber on the track.
Wow. Will there be more rubber on the track if it's going to continuously rain?
Well, I say more rubber, but obviously that's the thing, because all the cars are taking more or less the same line. There's going to be some parts that are going to be not as waterlogged as the rest of the track. So
Well,
it's
yeah,
basically
true,
like following
but-
well, exactly. So there are going to be some parts
Right.
of the track where there is going to
Being
be slightly more
distracted
grip
and
because it's going to
talking,
be damp.
Shag goes 9th. Who's retired?
Kai has been disqualified.
Wow.
It's your dad has just somehow been disqualified.
Wayne is on a lap
again,
now. He's done a 25.4 first sector.
yep, that doesn't seem to be a glitch because he already he was already driving
I did
on
see
track.
him on track.
Yep, so I've already seen him out on track. His car has pulled to the side of the start-finish straight. Pro's come into the pits.
Well, I suppose the corner cutting on this track is quite high in the dry. So in the wet,
again,
they're getting even more
Pro-Trix.
penalties.
Pro-Trix has gone fastest in all 3 sectors, and he's set at 133.6,
Wow.
0.3 quicker than Ouija.
Well, I'm just on board with Hammer at the moment. He's coming round to the end of his lap. He's done a
Currently less than a
25.4
second.
and 30.0.
Okay, currently less than a second. Currently separates the top 5.
Wow.
Less than 2 seconds separates the top 9.
And Hammer goes 8th.
Hammer goes 8th.
Wow.
So remember,
Who's left to
obviously,
set a lap?
Mike.
We've got... Well, Itchy Dad's going to
Us.
start behind us. Grim, Nosh needs to
Pos
set a
is
lap.
yet to set a lap.
Maldini
He's
and
on his
Pos.
outlap now.
Right. Who else
Venom's has retired.
What?
Venom's just retired
He's high
from the
up
session.
anyway, isn't he?
Yep,
He's
he's
sick.
currently 6th. Maldini and Pos can possibly knock him out.
Well, no.
Oh, actually, can they?
With
Actually, no, they
Itchy,
can't.
With Itchy
Well-
Dad out, that puts both of us through.
Well, those are people that can possibly go quicker than him that haven't currently set a lap, but I think possibly Dragoon will come out again.
Well, I
Jan
don't
is
really see
currently
the
on
point
another
in them coming
outlap.
out again. The 3 people that are left to do a lap go out and do a lap, and then everyone retires because they'll all be through.
Oh, come on.
This session doesn't really
Shut up,
mean
Scott.
a lot.
I'm trying to add something to the stream, man. Come on. Give the stream something. They might not know that. As far as they're concerned, this might be the only qualifying session. Make it more hype.
I'm trying to talk more.
Alright, Pos has just started his fast lap, his lap as well. Currently 8 cars on track.
Yes,
Maldini is also
I'm on
on a
board
fast
with the
lap.
Silver Arrow right now.
Kehoe is on a fast lap, so we have several people to keep an eye on. Jan will be
any one of
coming
them
round.
towards the end of their lap yet?
Nope.
No, right. We'll come back to
Well,
Pos. Oh,
Maldini's
just gone
the
on with
furthest
him.
one.
He's got that a bit wrong there, got onto the curb and back end's gone away from him a little bit.
Maldini currently at 25.4 in sector 1, 34.7. Set a pretty good second sector, little bit off. Is he? No, he's actually good in the first sector as well.
Yeah, I think he's riding that curb a
He's
bit
going to set
too
a
much though.
130.
12.
135.6 goes 12th.
He
He's still
messed.
safe,
I
of
think
course.
he messed up in that final sector a bit.
Yep. And that's the thing, see, in a way, wouldn't surprise me if they could just go around as many times as
Right.
they can because
25.3
it
for
might be
Pos
dry for the
first.
next 2 qualifying
Yeah,
sessions.
34.6 in the second sector. See what he does in the last.
Grim is also on a lap. Pos has come round to the start finish. He goes 7th on a 134.8.
Shag's next
That's a
to
good
come
lap from him.
round. He's in the final sector. They all want that top spot, don't they? They're all going to keep going round till one of them gets first. But I don't think they're going to do it.
That's the thing, it's a mind game, isn't it? It can all be sort of mind games. Whoever goes fastest is going to implant a bit of, you know, oh crap, he's pretty fast into the other drivers.
Yeah. Shag stays 8.
Grim
Oh, he's
comes
gone to
round,
10th.
goes 9th.
Jesus.
Grim Nosh Nosh has just come round and done a 135 dead. Has gone into 9th.
Yeah. Ouija's
Ouija,
run another
Ouija's
lap
on a lap
or-
and has set the fastest second sector by
Wow.
0.2.
Who's retired or crashed or whatever.
I believe that was Swizz.
Right.
Oh, Swizz is in the wall. Swizz
Yeah,
has put it in the wall.
I've just got it on my laptop that it was a retirement. Ouija stays second.
We'd you say second? Only 300ths separate P1 and 2. 300ths or 36 thousandths if any picky mathematicians out there.
He's done a 25-4 first sector. He's coming up to the second sector now. He's done a 36-3 second sector.
Oz enters the pits. We're in the final 4 minutes and
What's that? 36-3
20 seconds.
What's that, about 2 seconds off the pace?
On who, sorry?
Rim. He's done a 36-3 second sector.
36.3, that is about 2 seconds off the pace.
Yeah.
In the...
Unless this is a banker lap as well.
It can't be a banker lap, he's already set a lap, hasn't he? Comes across the line, 136.2.
Stays in
See
9th.
no improvement.
Jags in the pits.
Jan has moved up to 6th now. Or was he 6th before? I can't quite remember. Ouija is coming round to finish his lap. Come round the last 3 turns. Goes a little bit wide on the exit. Around the final corner. Good exit. Comes in at a 133.6. Again, only was that a single hundredth quicker than Trix.
Wow, Ouija's just gone first. Ouija is in first right now. Wow.
133.6, just like Pro, a single hundredth separates them.
Wow. I really... I might change my pick from Maldini to Ouija.
Definitely. As things, see, I don't know who Ouija is. I've never
Neither do
created
I.
any races
Wait,
on Saturday.
no,
So
Ouija.
unless he's a new guy, I don't know.
it's
Maldini has just improved.
GTA, Senna.
Maldini's improved. That's him. Okay. I'm not too sure.
I don't know.
Hey, Maldini
me,
has
who's
just improved,
Ouija?
possibly gone faster. Maldini has improved, possibly gone faster. It's on a 134.2. Maldini now holds the fastest third sector, only by 9 thousandths off of Trix though. Nosh does a 134.4.
I'm watching the banana car at the moment. He's on to his flying lap. Swizz has just sent me a message. I can't open it. Do you want to invite Swizz into the party quickly? See what's happening.
Yeah, because we've just got word from one of the drivers that the lobby could be messed up again.
Really?
Well, Swizz has just sent a message to what looks like every driver in the lobby saying the lobby is messed up. Had number 1 behind me. Apparently he took Kyle out. Yet no car on my screen, so put it into all heads up. So could possibly be... I'm not too sure.
Well, I haven't seen any lag.
I haven't seen any lag, and I haven't seen, by the look of it, any other drivers having any issues, so it could possibly be just a one-time thing.
I don't know. It probably would have been better if one of us caught
I don't know,
the
I haven't
Swizz
received
incident.
We haven't received any word from Poz, so
No.
Poz seems happy to keep the lobby up for now. The Poz isn't on track, so he would have seen that message too. 4 cars currently on track. Dragoon has started a lap. Nosh has also started a lap, and Maldini.
Let's just try and get him into the party, see what's happening. But obviously, I can't message him. Right, Maldini isn't going any quicker. It's your mum's on a flying lap. He's just starting it. Who else is out? Nosh is in 4th. Maldini 5th. Driving a bit slow.
Yeah.
We've got 7 seconds left of this session.
I think Swizz didn't request an invite to the party, so as he said, it's just a heads up, so it's just something we might want to be. Oh, was that contact? I think I just saw contact.
Who? Where?
Well, that could
What
have.
car?
I don't know. I think I might have seen a car go into the back of Maldini. I'm not too sure. It could have just been lag because I can't see any cars.
Well,
Anywhere else that
Maldini
have
is
gone off
one
track.
for lagging most of the time, because he will
I
lag
think
and then
I
disconnect.
think Dragoon was the car behind at the time.
But he is out of fuel as
Mm.
well.
So I believe Dragoon might have been the car that went into the back of him. However,
Did
no
you
damage
record it?
seems visible. That's the thing. See, it was only a quick flash, so it wasn't. So I really couldn't tell who it was. I'm just guessing it was Dragoon by
Right, it's
the
your
car
mum's
that
gone
was
pole.
closest at the time.
Well, he's gone to first at the moment.
A provisional pole.
Maldini's the
I
last
believe
out on
that
track.
is.
I hope he crosses the
I
line
believe
and doesn't
that
go into
is
the pits.
all cars. I do believe
Yes.
that is. We're just waiting for Maldini to
Yeah.
cross the line. Do not go in the pits because I will probably scream in
Right.
frustration.
While this all happens, I'm going to quickly nip to the toilet. And yes, I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay. Great, so just me as your sole commentator for now. And yeah. Had some pretty good. Right, so there are your current standings. Hopefully you can see them on Scott's screen. Ben goes first with a 133.5, then Ouija, and then Trix round off the podium, all within less than a tenth. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Said still within a second rounds off the top 6. Then so it looks like they're gonna be pretty close by the look of it.
Wow, they are close.
Looking at those times, Scott. Yep, said less than a tenth separates the top 3.
Right, so there's going to be 2 people starting behind us at the start of the race.
Well, no, because one got disqualified, the other one crashed out, but we just didn't settle that period because they both did set laps.
Yes, but because they've
Locais
either
was disqualified.
been disqualified or retired their car, they don't make it through to the next session. Automatically, they all start behind us on the race start.
Right, so all we have to do is just don't touch anything until
Yeah,
they
just
pass us, because we will
put your
go. As long as we
controller
don't
down
move,
and-
we'll ghost. Yep. As long as we don't move, our cars will ghost and they will go straight through us. Or
Yeah,
I would
and,
recommend they still
all
go.
we've got to do
I recommend they
is
still go around
count
us.
to 3 and then retire. Because by the
Yep.
time we've counted to 3, the cars behind us should have gone through us by then. Oh dear, it's taken a while for Protrix to ready up.
Okay, are you through? Because I
Yep.
appear to be through.
I'm through.
Somehow.
We've got a dry quali this time.
Still, well, obviously the race won't change, so. Okay, so we get to
No
bring
one on
you
track
more.
yet.
So, 10 drivers
That is
will
still
go
a wet
through.
track though,
Is it?
because it's telling me to put inters on.
Yeah, yeah,
track
it's
is still wet.
Yeah, it's, yep.
But of course it would be, because there's, what is it, a 5-10 minute delay normally between Q1 and Q2,
Usually, yep.
and no one's going
So
on
the
track.
no, definitely some hesitation.
What, they want it to dry up, don't they?
Yeah, but it's not. I don't know if it's going to dry within the allotted time, especially if they, because it's all good if they can do 1 lap. Oh wait, I see movement in the Mercedes garage. A Renault has just left as well. Pos is getting ready to come out. I see movement in that garage.
Right, so there is a wild Dragoon on circuit.
Yep, it's just left. It's And how wet is the track? It is still pretty wet. There's going to
I
be
think
it's going to be quite a while.
when we get to
with
the
only a few cars
8-minute mark,
at a time.
it'll be dry tyres. Maybe even the 10-minute mark. Because normally with this game it's within 2 laps, isn't it? 2-3 laps, and then there's a proper dry line out.
Yeah. Well, as we know in this game, it's usually 2 laps before the track gets wet from dry. But as me and you have seen from experience, it usually takes longer than that for the track to dry, so possibly 3 to 4 laps, depending on how sunny it is.
Which
it's quite amazing on how much the weather does play a factor in this game.
That caught me out last night when I did a little practice race round here. On quick race, once it stops raining and the sun comes out, it's within between half a lap and a lap that the track is bone dry.
Yeah, it's Spain.
It's different to online. Right, so we've got Dragoon coming round to start his flying lap.
Yep. Both Mercedes of Wayne and Poz are also on track. Poz is coming round to start his first lap as well. Grim has left the track. I'd be concerned if he'd left the track. Has left the pits. He's now going around turn 3.
There
has also left.
Lots of cars out on track at the moment.
Yep, 7 cars in total. Shag is beginning to come round. Final 3 turns. Jan is on his out lap.
Right, Dragoon has done a 25.4 first sector. But obviously that's going to be the fastest sector because he's the first person there, isn't he?
Yep, Shag's already retired. No, Shag's Shag's in the wall.
Really? Can I get
Shag
that?
is in the wall on the start-finish straight. That thing is, that is also where Swizz crashed out, and he claims that there is something wrong with the lobby. So,
right,
I wonder if that could be playing into it. It could just be a simple mistake, though.
Let's hope they've recorded it, so we can take a look at it.
The Dragoon is coming to the end of his first lap, the final 4 turns.
Because one of the rules is, if you crash out, you have to record it, so it doesn't look like you've done it on purpose.
Yeah.
So if they haven't got a recording of them crashing out in qualifying, they will receive a penalty.
Yep.
Of some
Dragoon
sort.
has gone provisional pole and has set a 1:36.3. However, Poz is looking to ruin his time because Poz has currently
done a 34.6. Wow.
Yep.
What's that? 1.6 seconds faster.
seconds.
Wow.
That's it.
Right.
Poz has gone
Hammer,
fastest in sector 2 and 3, but someone else
Hammer is going quickly.
Has gone fastest in the first sector. Grim has gone fastest in the first sector.
Right, okay.
With a 25 dead. He's currently 2/10 up on the leader.
Hammer just invalidated his lap in the final sector.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Corner cutting on Spain is pretty merciless, unfortunately.
Especially in the wet.
Yep. Grim was taking a bit of an interesting line through the third sector. That could, or the beginning of the third sector. That could possibly be an invalidation.
Almost. I think it's about a second away from dries, you know, on that line.
Yeah.
Obviously, some of the track still looks more wet, but that sector
of course, it'll be anywhere on the track where it's not the racing line will be more wet.
Oh yeah, but
okay, Grim has just gone somewhere. Kehoe is currently on for the fastest second sector. Grim goes provisional pole.
Yeah, he's gone first.
Kehoe is provisional pole.
Right, who else?
Kehoe, quite a bit of a gap.
We've got Dragoon in third.
Was 5th on a 1:34.7.
Poz is in the pits in fourth.
7/10. So once again, less than a second, rounding off the top 5.
Wow.
No, Grim's still holding on to the
Shimon
fastest
is
first
coming
sector.
out on track now.
Okay.
These are some close times. Top
Definitely.
5 within a second already.
Yep. And if they're setting a similar pace, let's hope they can put the similar pace in the actual race, which will give us some good wheel-to-wheel racing.
Well, I suppose the only difference between the qualifying and what's going to happen in the race is they're all most likely in rich mix right now.
Depending on their fuel strategy, because, you know, I'm guessing that it could be an option. Some cars might decide to put a bit more fuel in, others will underfuel the car, some might not even touch it at all, I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own strategy. I mean, me personally, I overfuel the hell out of the car. Like,
Well,
just because,
especially for
you
Spain,
know, starting...
I will put a bit
Well,
more fuel in.
I mean... Yeah,
on my qualifying, do it on the mediums,
definitely...
because
Grim
you can get
goes
3 or 4
first.
laps.
Grim
in
goes first,
I'm
fastest
just on,
in all 3 sectors.
well, I'm on board with Jan at the moment. He's coming round the last corner now.
It's always interesting to me, is it Soldier Jan or is it Soldier Yan? I hear different pronunciations of
I think
of
it's
it quite a
Soldier
lot.
Jan, but I'm not sure.
I think it is Yan, isn't it?
He's gone
I hear a
third
lot of people
with
say
that
Yan.
lap. Dragoon's in the pits. Ouija is out,
Gone
but he's on his
third.
out lap. Venom's out lap.
Look at
Maldini
Ben.
out
Ben has
lap.
come around to start his fast lap.
Right.
Let's have a look at Ben and see what he can do,
out lap.
because this will probably be his fast lap. Oh, this
I'll
will probably be
probably
his
have to
cemented
go
lap.
on board with Protrex in for his lap this time, because I missed him the first time round.
I'll keep an eye on Ben for now. Probably still be flicking through the times and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wayne is also on his out lap.
I think most of the people that haven't set a lap yet are on their out lap. So Ben does a 25-2 first sector.
Jack has also now come around to start his fast lap. Nosh Nosh possibly on another lap. Possibly trying to improve even more. Comes round, no, goes into the pits.
Right.
Kehoe is coming round to put in his first time. He's currently second. Because remember, Grim has knocked him
Keep
down.
an eye on Ben for a minute. He's coming into the final.
Oh,
part of the
Kehoe doesn't
lap.
do it. He improved, but he's still. He's a 10th dead on. He's exactly a 10th behind Grim.
Wow.
Dead on. And Jan has come into the pits. Dragoon is still in the pits as well. Pos.
Right. Ben's
Then
coming round this
Ouija
last
is on a
corner
lap.
now to do a 33.8. He's in third.
It's a good lap.
Where's Protrix?
So a little
he's
bit
not
of a
out.
gap beginning to form. A little bit of a gap is beginning to form
Has he set a
from
lap
the top
already,
3. Who?
Protrix.
I don't think he has. I haven't seen him on track yet either.
Oh, he's in the garage.
It's the final 5 minutes of the session, so expect to see people going out around now. Ouija comes across the line and goes first with a 1:33.4.
He's Jack's
So
just gone
Jack-
fifth.
Jack improves.
34-1. So
Let's see
Chad
if we
can't
can
set a lap.
see.
So we've got 1, 2.
Protrix
Oh, one,
still
two,
hasn't come out the pits, still hasn't set a lap.
We've got 4 cars behind us at the moment that still need to set laps.
Alright, Wayne Hammer
goes
goes 1:35.4, goes 9th.
I think Protrix might be waiting to go out there on the softs. The last 2 minutes of qualifying.
No, there's still spray. If you look at the tyres, there is still some spray coming off the tyres, which means dry's still not going to be an option.
Yeah, but that's the only reason why I can think of. But why he hasn't come out of the pits yet.
It takes on average about a minute, probably if he's going to do a slow lap out, maybe 2 minutes or so to get around the track on an out lap, so he'll have time to do at least 1 lap if he goes out within probably the next 30 seconds.
Yeah.
If not, it's definitely going to be leaving it very, very late. Currently, the only one outside of the top 10 who's put a lap in is Wayne. He's a little bit off the pace, but he can still improve. And Wayne is so far the only one in danger. Protrix has only now come out the pits, so he needs to hope he gets his lap right. Because if not, he is going to have... Well, he's only going to have time for one lap.
He's got 2 laps, I reckon.
Has he?
At a squeeze, 3 minutes, it's... What is it? It's 1.5 minutes a lap. He came out with just over 3 minutes to go.
Oh, we've lost Grim. Grim's left the session.
He's left the session, right.
And unfortunately this season, no doggies, so Grim is out. We will not be seeing any more of Grim that I know of, unless there are different rules for the Saturday one.
Nope, there aren't different rules, because that could be a race ban for leaving session.
Well, no, I don't see why. Oh, wait. Well, that's the thing, I don't see why he would leave purposely, because, you know, he's sitting there currently second.
Yeah, I know, but
provisional second.
That's the thing, if they don't get a recording of, like, if it's, you know how with this game it comes up with, you've been logged out, you're not connected to Xbox Live, but you're still in party talking.
Yeah.
If they don't get a recording of that, if that's what's happened, then it goes down as a rage quit. And it will go to a race ban. So
let's hope he got a recording of it then, otherwise he will be missing the next race.
Yeah, well, I don't think he would actually, because what is the next race? Monaco?
Is it? I can't remember. I think it is Monaco.
Yeah. And that was the thing that was said
your pace
to me
needs to be very
last
good.
time. If anyone was to, let's say, get a race ban in Spain, it'd be put onto the race after Monaco, or their punishment would be that they had to do Monaco. Alright, Protrix has done a 25.0 first, a 34.3 second. I got distracted.
Ben, I believe...
I couldn't...
Ben is now on another fast lap, I believe.
No, I'll just stay on board with Protrix for this final sector, see where he can put the car. 30 seconds left, so he will get another lap if he needs it.
He comes round the final corner.
I would be very surprised if he doesn't get pole. 4th.
He goes 4th.
I think that try.
Off Ouija.
I know there is a bit of spray still, but is it too dry for the intercept, or drying up in certain parts of the track?
There's still spray coming off the front left if you are on board with him.
Yeah, I am on board with him.
But looking at different parts of the track,
behind
it does seem dry. See this part looks pretty dry now.
If you look behind, there's no spray coming off them rear tyres.
I think he has left it too late. But well, it doesn't matter. He's still safe. That's probably why he did it, because he's confident enough in his pace that, you know, because he knows that he doesn't need to struggle for P1 until the final qualifying session.
Yeah. Right, let's go.
But if it's dry now, that means we're going for full dry qualifying 3.
Venoms is out. He's in 11th. He's given up. He's into the pits. The track is too dry for him to set laps now.
Said some people have left it too. Well, that's the thing. I would say they've left it too late for a good lap. I think a good lap isn't required in qualifying 1 or 2. It's just about not being eliminated.
Well, at least they've got the option of starting on the harder tyre for the race, because Q2 is the tyre that you go into the race on. So they could all choose to start on the soft, medium,
plus
or even the hard
starting outside
tyres.
the top 10 Yep, starting outside the top 10 anyway will obviously reward the drivers any tyre choice that they want.
Right, so we're just waiting
which
on
also
Venom's to retire.
Well, that's the thing. See, in a way, starting outside the top 10 could be really good for them because that's just a much bigger variety of different strategies they could possibly go for.
Yep. Let's hope we have no one else leave the session, because that would just be a massive shame. Obviously, unlucky for Grim, but he'll have to try again next week and hope he can stay in the session.
Yep. It's just currently waiting for Venoms to retire or do something, I'm not sure. It's never good when you have this awkward moment where you're just staring at the pit lane.
No.
It's just that awkward moment. You see the name in the top left-hand corner. You know all the drivers probably yelling at them. I know because I'm usually one of them.
Yes, on a Tuesday when Dragoon goes back into the pits and we're all waiting for him. DRS has just been enabled.
That's what I was thinking. DRS is only now being enabled. It's like,
it's the end
Charlie,
of the session.
I think it's a bit late. It's a bit late, Charlie.
Charlie.
That's the thing. As I said, we are gonna have full dry qualifying 3.
Do you like my rusty spoon, Charlie?
Oh my god! Please stop.
I had to fill the gap with something.
Jesus Christ.
So,
yeah,
Pascal Wehrlein is in P2 at the moment. Cracking job by him in that manner.
But anyway, we have Ouija in first. For some reason, Pascal Wehrlein second, Kehoe third, Pro fourth, Ben, or it's your mum, fifth, Jack sixth, Maldini, and Jan 7th and 8th, Dragoon 9th, and Poz rounds up the top 10 in 10th. And there's only 1.2 seconds between the top 10, so that's really not too far.
Where's Swiss?
He crashed out in the first session, remember?
Oh yeah, I remember. I was expecting it to show him on at the bottom underneath Shag, but it didn't. And then I remembered. Don't I just feel like an idiot right now? Cracking start. Who are we waiting for this time? Jan and Jack.
Jan and Jack. Now it's just Jack.
Come on, Jack, pull your finger out.
Stop jiggling the cord, man.
Oh dear. Right, here we go.
Right. Said we are only gonna have. Well, I'm not saying we've got all of the information. We think we can get. Well, we can still get. You can still get the lap times and stuff like that, and any incidents that we might have. So I'll be doing that. I see someone's coming out at the end there.
Jan is coming out on track.
And so is Dragoon. And so is Trix, I believe, as well.
Right, we've got Dragoon, Trix, and Soldier Jan out on track.
Yep. Yep, and all are indeed on the soft tyres. What's compounds again?
We've got softs, mediums, and hards.
And hards. Okay,
Yeah,
so everyone's going out currently on the faster compounds.
Yes, because
which could possibly. Well, it
they
can be one of two things, right? They're just setting their.
This tyre.
Well, that's the thing, because obviously each person has 2 sets of soft tyres, and then they're going to have 1 set of mediums.
Depending
which means
on what strategy they've gone for. If they've gone for the softer
exactly.
one, they'll
So
have
anybody
3
we
sets
see
of
now.
softs.
So well, yeah. So at the moment, until further notice, if they're setting their bank laps on softs, then that means that they're either going onto the mediums for the race, or they are just going to use their second set of softs.
Yep.
For their final lap. Jack is now leaving the pits, and
I'm going to
he's
stay
also
on board
on the
with
soft
Jan
tyres.
on Jan because he's the first person to set a lap in this session.
Okay.
Let's hope he don't get held up by anyone coming out of the pits.
Ouija's now coming out of the pits, but it's fine.
Yeah,
Jan's
sorry,
missed him. Ouija's going to start the pits, knows that there's drivers behind him. Good lad. Dragoon is just behind Jan as well. Now we're going around turn 3.
Yeah, I think there's enough of a gap between them. Dragoon isn't that quick.
Jan.
I know he's got quicker, but he's not that quick that he's going to catch Jan up.
So Jan currently does a 23.1 in the first sector. Dragoon has done a 23.4. So currently Jan is ahead by 0.2, give or take.
Yeah, but all the drivers have got the potential of doing 2 fast laps, one after the other, with the fact that they won't see this tyre again.
Yep, definitely.
Especially with Q3, because they give you an extra set of the softer tyre to do the qualifying session with. So they've all potentially got an extra 2 sets of soft and an extra set of mediums to go into the race with, on top of whatever tyres they've already got for the race. So was that 25 or a 26? I didn't see
Jan has gone obviously provisional first with a 126.2.
No, he has
Dragoon's going to come across. Was it, sorry, 125?
Prix is in first.
Oh, was he? I didn't see him go.
It just flashed up. He's in pole.
Okay.
I think it was a 25.3 or a 25.4.
See his lap. Dragoon's done a 126.6.
I'm on board with Ouija at the moment. Let's see what he can do. At the moment it's saying he's in 5th. I don't know if he's set a lap yet.
No, Jack is currently on a lap, done a 23 dead in the first sector and a 31.2.
Right, I'm on board with Jack right now because he's in the
Prix
final
is
sector.
currently going quicker in the first sector as well. Going even quicker than his first one. He's currently 0.2 up on his previous sector 1.
Oh, Jack locked up a lot there.
And he's even quicker in sector 2.
Well, I suppose
0.5 up in sector 2.
if he's taken a bit of extra fuel with him, Jack's gone first with a 25.3.
But again, these can't be, this can't be his actual qualifying tyre, because well, usually any more than 1 lap. Well, that's the thing. See, oh, he's invalidated. Prix has invalidated his 2nd lap time, and he
Dragoon
was on
goes up to 3rd.
Unless he's slowing down. Dragoon's gone to 3rd.
Yeah, Dragoon is in 3rd.
Okay.
Oh, Jan's got it all wrong. He's in the gravel.
Now Jack's gone first as well.
Yeah.
Jack's gone fastest with a 125.3. So as well,
Luigi is on a lap
10th.
right now, so I'll stay on board with him. Unless there's anyone in the final sector.
Dragoon has invalidated his 3rd lap. Jan has invalidated his 2nd lap.
Yeah,
so,
final corner
Ouija's
he
invalidated
lost
his
it
first lap.
and hit the gravel. So
that's the thing, if it's picking stuff like this up in qualifying, that means it probably will be picked up during the race, which can lead to
Dragoon
penalties.
on the lap, or is it invalidated?
Dragoon is currently.
So I'm on board with him right
No,
now.
this is an invalidated lap.
Right, okay. Is he going to hit it into the pits?
He probably will. He'll probably come in. Take a small break, come out on a new set of tyres, and he'll give it another go.
Doing?
Jan is currently
he's not
on a
on a
fast
fast
lap.
one.
No, not a fast lap, sorry. He's on an out lap, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Buzz is still yet to go
Luigi's
out.
going round again.
Yep, this lap so far is not invalidated. Maldini is still yet to come. He's done a 23.3.
Wow. What's the gaps at the moment then? Jack's in the pits.
Well, currently
Dragoon's
second place
in the
Jack
pits.
is a 25.3. There's currently about 2 seconds between P1 and 2.
Right, Maldini looks like he's on a lap. at the moment, unless this is his out lap and he's driving really fast for it.
Right, a Mercedes has just left the pits. It can't be Wayne, so that means it is Pos.
Well, I was expecting him not to get through to this session. Then I was going to call him positively sad, but he got through, didn't he?
So what, I'm guessing you're just positively wrong then?
Yes. Bit wide there, Maldini.
Kehoe has just left the pits now as well.
I really wish I went to the shop before this stream started and got some Gurk or some chocolate. I like some chocolate.
So it's gonna be a long race, so yeah.
I know, and the shop's 20 minutes away from me at the moment. It's only about 500 yards down the road though.
Alright, Kehoe is now entering Sector 3, I believe, or what I believe could possibly be Sector 3, I'm not too sure. I'm guessing it is.
That must be Maldini's outlap. Right, so
yep. Kehoe is coming around the final 3 turns.
Right, I'm on board now. Can he not get into the pole?
See, Luigi's currently setting up his Dragoon has come back out. Jan
it must have been an invalidated lap then, because Kehoe has stayed 9th.
Well,
or it was an out
no,
lap.
he wasn't on a fast lap, that was his out lap.
Right, Trix is
Pos
coming back out.
Now, Pos has now started a lap as well.
Right.
Yep, that was Kehoe's out lap. Currently nobody on fresh laps, I can see.
I think round the
no one's
long
set concrete laps yet.
left-hander, or whatever it is, that Pos was off the acceleration for a bit too long.
Let's get on board with
Maldini's pole, a
see where he goes.
22.7 I think that was.
It's a good time.
Yeah, we're not
Pos
quite at
good,
your
doesn't lose it.
prediction, Towley. I think you're a bit wrong at the moment with your 20.4. I don't think it's going to happen.
Is that what he said? Was it 20.4?
Yeah, 1 minute 20.4.
Okay, Pos taking a decent line out of there. Hits the curb.
Oh god, I've just
he's bumped up a bit. He's bumped up a bit, that would have lost him a little bit of time.
I think
Comes
there's
around
a
the
bit of
final
lag
corner.
in the stream.
Pos
goes
goes P2.
second. Wow.
P2 about a 10th off the leader. Alright, Ouija seems to be on a lap as well.
We've only
Currently
got 2
7
people
tenths off
watching
leader.
this now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Give the 2 people a show then.
Right, we'll come off. Pause. See what Maldini's doing. He's in 3rd at the moment. And he goes pole.
Okay.
22.2.
Oh. Ben is now coming round the final 2 turns
Where are you, Ben?
for his first
There
lap.
you are.
Ben goes
He's gone
P1.
first. A 21.8.
121.8.
Okay, Towley, you might be close. They're still a second and a bit off, but what is there, about 5-6 minutes left? Kehoe's gone
It's
first
gotta
to
be now,
21.5.
How many incidents have we had? Okay, so we've only had 2 main incidents from Jan and Ouija. They're both just invalidated lap times for leaving the track, but in the race that'll be classed as exceeding
Pro Trix
track
has gone
limits.
first, a 121.0.
Wow. Interesting thing about Pro though, he's actually had a warning for speeding in the pit lane. I don't know, maybe it's just because it's quali, he might not care.
I suppose with it being quali, you can do it 3 times.
Yeah, he can do it.
Before they
but
give you a grid penalty.
Yeah, but if that wasn't intentional, then that could be That could be spelling some issues for Pro.
So Dragoon goes up into
Because if he gets a
6th,
drive-through,
and we are at the end of the session. Ouija about to cross the line. He stays 8th.
here comes Ben. Ben's been pushed down to 3rd now. And stays 3rd.
Wow. What's
Currently
Jack doing?
5/10 off the
Jack's
leader.
on a lap.
Currently 1.2 seconds off the leader. So hopefully he's found some good pace on this final lap. Locks
Wow.
the inside a bit. Still takes a good line.
Well, it was only about half a second off Towley's prediction of the fastest lap, to be fair. What's Jack gonna do then? Hello Rara, how are you doing?
Jack goes P4.
Wow.
We're
So
missing a
we've got
10th driver.
I have no idea. So we've got Trix in 1st, Keo 2nd, Ben 3rd, Jack 4th, Maldini 5th, Dragoon in 6th, yep, Puz in 7th, Ouija in 8th, and Jan in 9th, and whoever the
I wonder
10th
what
driver
did
was
happen to
supposed
Jan
to be.
though.
I don't
I wonder
know.
what did actually happen to Jan though, because Jan is 5 seconds off P1.
I have no
And
idea.
Ouija as well. I don't know what's happened to Ouija either. He's about 2 seconds
Unless
off pole as well.
They've
Unless they
gone
are
for
just saving their
something,
tyres.
because it could end up being like the top few have a collision at the first corner. That could happen.
Yeah, so it could
And
be
they've
tactical.
gone for starting a little bit further back. And we
Yeah,
are
it could be. I
almost at
mean,
the
you
hour
know, there
mark.
is no rule against. Yep, there is no rule against that. The only rule is that you must put in a time in qualifying.
Right, so the strategy,
So we're actually screwed.
they're giving me a 2-stop.
Yeah, we can actually have a look at the possible strategy. So,
Yep.
yeah, anyone
And
on the
if we really
softs
wanted
are
to, we
looking
could
to
put a
do-
setup on as well, because it was raining in qualifying. So everyone has a chance of changing their setups now, potentially, if they put a wet setup on in quali.
Hmm.
They could do it. Whether they're allowed to do it, I don't know. I don't know
The
that.
mandatory tyre is the medium currently.
It depends on what strategy
And-
you choose.
That's
But-
the thing, according to this, anyone starting on hards could very possibly, if they're very careful with their tyres, I don't know,
Well,
one stop?
in the
Or is that
quick
not
race
it?
that
Or
I
do you
did
think that's
last
not an
night,
option?
I did 46 laps at the start of the race on the hard tyre, which left me 20 laps on the mediums. And the hard
Same,
tyre,
because-
when I pitted, were only on 74%.
Because according to what the game is telling me, the hard tyres will go completely off. They'll be drivable but barely after 43 laps.
Well, I suppose that all goes into your setup as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, so that's why I said
You,
if
you
know,
can
if
easily
someone's-
one-stop this track.
Yeah, hard to mediums, as long as the mediums are used, obviously. Yep, that is what will happen.
Yes. Hello, all 4 of you that are watching. Hi.
Maybe that's what
Hi.
people did, is that they just tuned into, like, just for the race. They don't care about the quali. They just want to see the race.
Yeah. They want to see accidents galore. I know that's what I tune in for Formula 1 for. Especially in the proper racing. You just want to see Hamilton be crashed into by Vettel and both go out of the race. Am I going to get hate in the comments for that?
Probably. This 4 viewers are going to drop to 0 now.
Oh well.
I said so. Yeah, the one stop does definitely seem like it could be an option if someone is prepared to go for it, and also
Well, I can
and
guarantee
also has the setup
that
for it.
Protrix will be one of them that will go for the one stop.
I think any of our wheel
Even if he
users.
starts on the soft tyre, I reckon he'll still go for the one stop.
No, I don't know about that because it said the 43, the softs apparently can go.
It's a shame we haven't got any rain at all in this race.
Softs can go for 15 laps, so 15, 40, no. No, it would have to be just the two harder compounds by the look of it. It doesn't look like because what the other strategy is telling me, the low tire management, is it wants a 3-stop. You'd start on the softs, then 2 more soft stops, and then mediums.
Yeah. Well, this is the point where we have up to a 5-minute break where everyone can go use the toilet, go and have a crafty fag because they won't have one now for 66 laps. Which must be very painstaking, and it's going to almost kill me, and I'm not racing.
Yeah, we're just watching.
Yeah, I struggle with not having a fag every hour unless I'm asleep. Oh,
we've lost Maldini. We've lost Maldini.
Oh no, the start is going to be.
The race. He got through all qualifying.
Right, so the start's going to be delayed then.
And we've lost him.
I don't even know if he gets penalties for this. Well, he doesn't though, does he? Because he lags out every time.
Yeah.
Right, they're going.
He does have a bit of a reputation for doing that.
They have started.
Yep, they are going. Okay, so. Right, so yeah, we have 3 cars behind us, Scott, so do not move.
Yep, I am not touching my controller. My controller is on my bed at the moment. I am now drawing on my leg.
Yeah, real mature.
I know, I've put a triangle and put a little circly eye in the middle.
So do we only move when the final car's past us?
Yeah,
right.
I'll tell you when to pause.
Right, so 5 red lights. And away we go for the Spanish Grand Prix. Swizz has not moved.
Right,
Swizz is stuck on the line.
Right,
well, I say stuck
from
on
the
line,
session.
he hasn't moved. He's only now moving. Swizz is only now moving.
He must not have been ready.
No,
right.
All cars are through turn.
Kehoe is
through
in
the
first.
first 2 turns.
Kehoe is in first.
Kehoe has moved up on everyone.
Right, I know a lot of people stay to this battle, but I want to go slightly mid-pack for now because that's where the majority of the cars are and that's where the battling's going to be.
Yep, definitely.
It looks like everyone got away reasonably.
Yep. Everyone got through fine by the look of it. I don't know about any damage, any wings, not too sure. It doesn't look like anyone's struggling.
No, Dragoon's in 4th.
Dragoon is currently in 4th.
Pro is P2.
Ouija's having a look on the inside of Ben. He's going for it. Ben's left him space. Oh, Ben's gone wide. Ouija's move up to 5th.
Fuck's sake. My controller's bugging out. It wouldn't let me select a different driver for a minute. And I'm in the broadcast. I'm going to try and stay in the broadcast car.
Oh, Vemans
this
has
whole
gone
race.
in the pits.
Right.
Yep, Venoms is in the pits. Several people have gone into the pits.
There must have been incidents on this first lap then.
Yeah, definitely. I'll have a look in a little while. So Venoms is in the pits. Swizz after very
They've got to be coming out onto the harder tyre.
So Venoms in the pits. Now. Shag has come into the pits. Shag has gone onto the hards. Kai has come into the pits. Oh, we've had a bit. It's done that pit stop thing where they've disappeared back up to the thing. So I'm guessing there has been damage.
Yep.
Kai is coming out on the mediums.
So we do have a very important battle here between Kehoe and Trix.
Vemans didn't have damage. He had a drive-through penalty. He jumped the start.
That would have been because Maldini left the session.
So there would have been desync.
It would have been a delayed start.
Yeah, I saw people. Yeah, I saw people leaving the line before the lights went out on my screen.
Yeah.
Jack has
Right.
already, yeah,
I'm on
and
board
also
with
Jack,
Keo at the
Ouija.
moment. Oh, there
Jack
is
and
lag.
Ouija have had
There is
warnings
lag.
for exceeding track limits.
Yeah, I caught that on stream. That's... wow. Okay.
Swizz is already only one warning away from his first penalty, but he's already had 2 warnings.
No. We don't announce them.
Huh? What do you mean?
We
Why?
don't announce penalties. I don't know, that's what I've been told. I wasn't allowed to do it in the last...
Well, just in
warning.
case they're watching or something?
I don't know why it is, but we don't announce
It's stream
penalties.
sniping.
But it doesn't stop you looking at them and keeping them in your head. Oh, there's a few battles on.
I don't know, it's a bit of a
Do I
weird
stay
rule
with
to me.
first, or... Let's see what Jack... Wait.
Jan is
See what
currently
Jack's doing
chasing down.
quickly.
Jan's taking a bit of grass. He's dropped back a tiny bit, but it hasn't affected him too much.
Right,
He's
so
currently
we've got
chasing
Ouija
Ben
on
down.
Jack. And we've also got Tricks on Keo. Which he should
Trix and
do
Keo
at
are
this.
leaving the rest of the field behind quite a bit.
Yeah. But I think Keo has got enough pace to stay ahead of Tricks at the moment. Welcome viewers, please enjoy. Mind the could be dodgy commentary. Right, I need to get off this front battle. Oh, we've got a three-way battle for third coming up. That's almost turning into a
Keo and
five-way
Trix
battle.
are just keeping it quiet. Oh no, it's beginning to turn into a bit of a 5-way battle, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, there's still a bit of a gap, but all the braking zones and battling that's due to happen.
I think Ouija will
5
get
cars.
past Jack here. Yeah, he's done it. Or has he?
So currently, no, they've gone side by side. Who's that
I
in the gravel?
think that's
It's
a
the
racing
Haas, it's
incident.
Ouija.
That's Ouija. Yeah, they both went side by side round the corner.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, that's put whoever in the Mercedes is off. Who is that? Who is it? It's Hammer. It's on stream as well. So, just
Yeah. Alright, and there's Swizz coming to the back. I do wonder what happened to Swizz because he was very slow off the line.
It could have been
I thought he wasn't there.
that
But
he would have been in a different party or something, and they've waited the usual 5-6 minutes and readied up, and Swizz possibly wasn't back to his controller in that time. This battle for third is still going.
Ouija has
Dragoon
DRS
got it
on
all
Wayne. I
wrong
don't
there.
think it's going to be enough.
And
No,
Jan
it's
has
not going to be
passed
enough.
him.
Wayne left space. Wayne's gone wide
So we
Staying
have got
wide.
Ben.
and has lost
In
the position to
third.
Ouija.
Trix is in first and is pulling away from Keo now.
And Keo needs to take advantage of Pro's slipstream and ideally
Yeah.
just try and get him to pull him along.
Yeah, we've
Because
got Trix.
Dragoon's making the move on the
and
inside
Keo.
and has got the move done on Jan.
Wow.
So
That's a
convincing,
surprise
very
because
easy, very simple.
Dragoon's
Oh,
on the
Jan's
mediums.
taking grass on the
Jan's on the
inside.
soft tyre, isn't he?
And usually
Yeah.
the speed that
Jan
Dragoon
is on the
had
faster
going
tyre.
past Jan was, yeah, Dragoon's straight line speed, even on the slower tyre, even with DRS, like Dragoon's speed.
It looks like
Going
Jack
past
could
Jan
be
was
losing
immense, it
another
was huge.
position soon. He's got pause all over his gearbox right now.
Battle for 6th. Oz and Jack, a bit further back. Small, not really a battle per se. Oh, Jan's retired. What's happened to Jan? Where is he? Can't see him.
Jan
he's-
was in the battle
he's in
with
the gravel.
Dragoon. Has he? Is it
I
terminal
can see.
damage?
Have a look. Jan, terminal damage.
Damn. He's got to sit here now for 61 more laps and watch.
Oh, that's a shame. That's painful.
Because if he leaves, he's got a race ban.
Alright, I'm not gonna say who, but there are plenty of warnings going about.
Right, Poz has got Jack for 5th. What's Venom's doing? Having a quiet race in 10th. It's your dad and Shag are close together. Keo's back in the lead.
Close together, you sure?
Yeah, it's your dad and Shag are battling at the back. So Keo's
My
back
screen,
in first.
Kai's only now going around turn 1. There's probably, are you sure? We might be seeing
Let me have a
different
look.
things, because on my screen I'm seeing a good probably 6 seconds between them.
Well, I said close-ish. What we got?
We have very different concepts of what close is, apparently.
There's only, let's have a look, 37, 39. There's less than 2 seconds between them.
That can't be a 2 seconds. Jesus Christ, I really do forget how big a second gap is.
This is Codemasters.
It really is. Yeah, well, yeah, that's it.
Jan, I can't open your message. Can you send Jan a message saying I can't open them, so don't send them me yet. And Trix has just got the lead again. This is just going to be a battle between him and Trix. Between the
definitely.
Keo and Trix for most of this race.
They both got clean. Exactly, they both got
We've
clean
got Ben and
starts by the
Dragoon
look of it.
battling for 3rd at the moment. See what the rest of the field is doing. Poz and Jack are still battling. But then again, Jack should be pulling away. Poz is on the hard tyres. And he's overtaking him. But one thing I have noticed with this track, the hard tyre at the moment is the one to be on. Race wise.
Yeah, definitely.
It lasts longer, and Wayne decided he wanted to have a look at the gravel. Maybe he wants to buy some and put it in his house or something. Get that close to it that he can feel it. I don't know. Right.
A Formula 1 driver must be... no, they say Formula 1 drivers must be one with their cars. Maybe they have to be one with
Bit
the
of
track
a
as
corner
well.
cut there, Trix.
A bit of
But
an
then
interesting
again, you
line.
can get away with it sometimes.
Right, here goes Kehoe. Making
Oh, who's
move on
that?
the outside. Swizz has retired from the session.
Oh
I'll
God.
have a look. Keep on with the battle. I'll have a
Yeah.
look. See if we've
Keo
had
is
another
into
retirement.
first.
Okay, I can't.
Can people stop messaging me?
It appears Swizz has not. Swizz has not had terminal damage, or it's at least not been reported on the game, on the system.
Right,
So it seems
invite
that
him
he
to
might
party.
have willingly retired.
Invite him to party.
Let's go. We'll see.
Find out what's
Let's go.
happening.
We'll see if we can get a We'll see if we can get a mid-race interview, shall we?
Yeah, and he can always help us with the commentary as well, which is another thing. Wow. Dragoon is still all over the rear end of Ben, but he's not making much headway on it. We've still got... It seems to be 1st and 2nd are battling, 3rd and 4th are battling, and then 5th and 6th are battling as well.
Yeah.
Go a bit further down. Oh, wow,
Oh,
7 and
Trix
8
took a bit of a
will
corner
be
cut
battling
there,
as
I
well.
think.
We'll have Hammer
Yeah, I think
against
Trix
Venom's.
Trix
Yeah,
took quite a
he's
lot
done
of
that a
curb.
few times.
Trix is obviously going to have DRS. Easy move. Nice and simple. Keo didn't even bother to defend.
Right, we've
So
got the
until the
potential
top-
of 5 different battles at the moment.
Okay.
I don't know which one to stick with. Obviously, I've got...
Kai and Shag having a very quiet race back there. Venoms is just made the move on Wayne. Moves up into 7th.
Well, Dragoon must have got
Poz
it all
is-
wrong, because he's falling off the back of Ben now.
Ben, not Ben, sorry. Poz is currently trying to chase down Jack. Jack is also trying to chase down Dragoon. But goodness.
Ah, right, okay.
Cut.
Okay, I won't mention that at the moment, but...
Okay. Confidential stuff that
Is
can't
Swizz
mention
still
on stream,
in
apparently.
the lobby?
I haven't haven't seen him leave, so I'm guessing so. I tried getting him in here to see if he can tell us what happened, but he's not accepting. So
there is a complaint of lag in the lobby, but I can't see.
Okay.
The thing is, I can't see the lag on the stream.
I've seen small lag spikes about the track, but you know they're present in almost every single, almost every single race that we see.
Prix is back into second.
Oh, okay. So
but they are side by side, and he's going to try and take it.
The rest of the field has got quite a lot to do. The rest of the field is currently Ben in third, is 8 seconds behind the two leaders. So it seems that Kehoe and Trix are currently running away with it at the moment.
Yeah. What are they? Where's third?
So, and they're getting further away.
Ben.
They're getting further away because when I literally just told you they were 8.1 seconds ahead, now they're 8.5, so they're actually getting further away as well.
Yeah. Ooh. The battle for fifth.
That's the thing.
Are actually catching fourth place. So Jack and Poz are catching Dragoon. He must have pushed too hard on them tyres.
Dragoon and Ben. That's the thing. See,
Ben's pulling away from Dragoon slightly.
Yeah. That's the thing. I think Ben did take it easy in qualifying as well. It did look like he was being pretty smooth on his laps. So I'm guessing he was trying his best to save tyres for the actual race. Ben takes a lot of curbs
Here
there.
we go. Another battle. On the track. They're both side by side around the first corner. Keo's done enough to stay in front of him on the DRS this time.
Jack's making a move up the inside and makes up another position into turn 1 against Poz. Poz, although
he's on the slower tyre.
Yeah, he's on the slower tyre, but
he's coming back up the inside.
Wayne is also on the harder tyres, so let's hope
Poz has taken that position back.
So currently, okay, back at the back, battle for 10th, the last points paying position. Ouija just made the move on Shag and gets the move done, nice and simple.
Trix is out.
So currently there are
this time.
So currently there are 3 runners on the hard tyres, which are Shag and the 2 Mercedes of Wayne and Poz. But they might be slower, but they are going to be looking they could possibly be looking a bit better because, and I'm guessing judging by the weather looks very hot out there, lovely, beautiful Barcelona, Spain, around the Catalunya circuit. So if it's going to be really hot, that means the tyres are going to be going off quicker. Dragoon is still 4th, and he's losing even more ground to Ben.
Yeah, and Poz has pulled away from Jack.
3 seconds behind.
But then again, Jack's got DRS. He's going to catch back up because he's on the quicker tyre. But he hasn't got enough to get back into
Trix has fallen 1.5 seconds behind Kehoe. Something might have happened between them.
Well,
Trix might have made a mistake.
They've gone 12 laps on the mediums, pushing it. I suppose they could be feeling the effects. I struggle getting 20 laps out of the medium tyres from new, so it could also be that.
Well, I don't know, because according to the in-game system, it did say the hards are meant to go 43 laps.
Yeah.
So
which the mediums will go about half that, so that is around the 20 lap mark.
So so probably once it's in the 20s is when they'll begin to start feeling the wear.
Well, at the moment we have got gaps galore, except for the battle for 5th.
Yep, definitely. People are beginning to open gaps to each other. Ben is now 10 seconds behind Pro, and he's still 1.5 seconds behind Kehoe, who is still the leader of the race.
Yeah, so the only battle we have is Poz and Jack.
Alright, let's keep an eye on them for a little bit then. I'll keep flicking through and seeing if anything else happens.
You know when the others stream, do they go
Yeah.
between the camera angles? I don't really pay attention
usually
to that. I've stayed on broadcast cam this whole time.
they sometimes do, but I don't know.
The camera angles haven't been that
I think
bad.
that they do go on to like the full car camera quite a bit, but I notice that usually what triggers that is when you get that dodgy view on the broadcast camera off the left
Yeah,
tyre.
but depending on what car you're actually on, that them particular broadcast cams can be quite effective. Pos is going to go for the move. They are
Pos is on the
catching
inside.
Dragoon at a rate of knots right now. I don't think he's like,
Ooh,
oh,
Jack-
Pos has gone wide.
Jack does the cutback. Pos has gone wide as well.
He's gone off the
so
track,
Pos had the
so
move done.
he had to give him the move back. Obviously too late on those brakes, with him
Yep,
not
definitely.
being on the racing line as well.
The only thing about hairpins is that you can go up the inside.
That
but
is the
you're
one
gonna
corner
you're
I
gonna have to
hate
go
doing
very slow.
overtakes on.
Yep, you're gonna have to go very slow up the inside if you want to maintain if you want to basically stay on the track, let alone have a good line as well.
Yeah. Right, so we're 14 laps in. Do we have a different battle to look at? Because now that battle is spaced out. Right, we've got it's your dad.
So
in
no,
10th, Ouija in
everyone
10th.
seems to be. Everyone basically just having a bit of a quiet race, to be honest.
Yeah, so everyone's. Let's put it on Keo for a bit then. And you let us know if there's a battle that shows up anytime soon.
Will do.
Oh. There, I am catching a bit of lag on Trix's car.
Trix's car.
Yeah. Because I'm on board with Keo and it's showing the back.
Oh
of it,
my
and
god!
Trix
Yeah, I
is
just had a
lagging
massive lag spike.
quite a lot.
Yeah, I just saw that he went. Yeah, his car's definitely. Wow. His car's doing that thing like where it's just like. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like the car's turning. Wayne Hammer's left or possibly lagged out. Not sure.
Right, Hammer. I'll write that down. The people that leave.
Mm.
Right, we'll move on to the next car. Go on to Pro Tricks for a couple of minutes.
So the battle. All right, we have a bit of a battle. Jack
Right.
is now on Dragoon.
Right, I'm
Dragoon
on to that battle now.
seems to be losing. Dragoon seems to be losing a little bit of pace. He's like losing grip on some corners, all going wide, missing his braking points. It's hard to tell. But so that it looks like. No, there's so many things.
They
that
have
it could
completely
be,
left
isn't it?
Pos behind, haven't they? Has Jack.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the thing about these kind of battles. If two cars, break off from a third car, the two cars ahead will just start getting DRS off each other.
Well,
so they're just.
To be fair,
No,
the
but they're
two
gonna
cars
start.
ahead are on the softer compound tyre to Pos, so he can go. Well, let's say he potentially goes to lap 40 of this race. He's only got to go onto the mediums after that to get to the end.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone
So-
who started on the mediums, or anyone who's currently on the mediums or hards, and if they started on those tyres, the one stop is an option if their tyre wear is up to the challenge, basically.
Definitely.
So Jack has opened up DRS.
I don't think
he's gonna
he's
have the
close
speed.
enough because Dragoon is gone
No,
slightly
He's not going
defensive.
to have the speed to do it here, but that is obviously going to... Oh, and Dragoon's taking a bit of grass.
Yeah, but with him being traction on, that little bit of grass doesn't really mean a lot unless you get a full tyre on there.
No. And Pos still trying his best to chase him down. Ben
Yeah, all Pos
still
needs to
falling
do
back from the leaders.
Is set a rhythm.
Trix
just
is
go
falling
for
back as well. Trix appears to be falling back to Kehoe because he's now 1.6 seconds, although it was just 1.8, so he's made 2/10 there. And seems like Trix and Keo seem to be on very similar pace, because you'll see that the gap between them isn't really changing very much. A couple tenths here and there.
You never know, they might be running the exact same setup.
It could be running the same setup. Also, one of them could be in rich mix, another one could be in lean, another one could be in standard.
Well,
there's
they both
so many
could
different things.
For them to get the gap that they've got to like second and third, they could have both started in rich mix, gone with a few extra laps of fuel in the car, because potentially they're going to be in the exact same party as each other.
Right. I don't know if it's a glitch, but all the medium runners, their pit lights have just come on. Or most of them anyway.
It is coming to the crossover point for the mediums onto the...
But then again it says Wayne's, but then again it says Wayne has to come into the pits. His pit sign is going off and he's on the hards, so...
Yeah.
Anything about that little system? Is this never...
Well, Poz is bringing himself back into play. Jack has dropped off dramatically to the back of Dragoon, which means we have no battling again.
Ooh, couple of penalties that could actually be interesting toward the end of the race if everyone is still similar where they are.
So Trix is 1.9 seconds behind now, behind Keo.
Unless Kehoe makes a mistake at some point, it's hard to see much really changing here, but it does seem
Ben
to...
stays in third for now. Dragoon fourth. Jack fifth. Poz sixth. Venom's in seventh, with Itchy Dad eighth. Ouija in ninth. Shag 10th. He's got back into 10th after whatever happened at the start of the race. I'm sure they'll let us know soon.
In the final points paying position.
And then we've got Hammer's ghost car.
Seems that all drivers will finish with at least a point.
Yep. Obviously Hammer, even if another car was to crash out and his ghost car got into, let's say, 9th or 10th, he still wouldn't get the points, which is unfortunate. But right, I'll go back on to Keo, since he's still leading this race.
And Keo seems to be having a really good race so far. I mean, I don't believe he... In fact, let me see. Where did he start? See, Keo started P2. Was able to take the lead into through the first
2.1 second gap.
2.1 seconds. He's getting even further from Trix now, which means, well, I know my guess is that Keo is just managing his tyres much better, because it seems that he's been very smooth on his steering. So yeah, it seems that Trix could possibly be struggling for...
I'm sure you'll do better next week, Jan, whichever one. Right, so yeah.
Trix still 2.3 seconds. Trix still 2.3 seconds ahead. Ben 16.1 seconds behind the leader.
Jack
Dragoon
is
about
catching
3
Dragoon
seconds
again.
Jack is going to be coming up.
Poz has just been left, but he's got plenty of, well, I'd say plenty of time over Venoms, but
let's see.
Between 4th and 7th, they're all in the same
Venom's hit Ben on 4 seconds behind. So, looks like he has still got a bit of a way to go. Jack's still catching Dragoon. So, Jack barely outside of a second behind Dragoon, which he has closed quite a bit of time in literally the past 2 laps. So Jack is definitely now on a mission to catch up to the front runners.
No one has pitted yet. Well, none of these front lot have pitted yet.
Right. Let's see. Trix is still falling behind on the he's now 2.8 seconds behind, which my guess is that he is pushing too hard on those tyres, and it could possibly be beginning to show.
Yeah. What is it? 3.1 seconds behind right now. Wow.
Yep. If you look at his tyres, can you see any blisters on there forming? Can you see any where? His tyres look okay for now.
This camera. First time I've actually gone on board with the car this whole race, but it's fine. And Trix is in
comes
the pits.
into the pits.
I'll stay on board with him, see what tyre he comes back out on, but
so that means
I
this
think he would come out on the hard.
Time.
He's going for the undercut.
Yes, he is indeed going in the hards. He's going for the undercut, but he's also going for the one stop.
Yeah. Which...
He's aiming to...
What, we're on 45 laps?
He could just
that should be...
Well...
That will be doable.
Well, you said you did 46 on them, said the...
Yeah.
The system is saying 43 laps. So, he's going to be on...
As long as he
doesn't push it
to the max.
63. So he's going to be on lap...
Push it to the max, he should be fine.
He's going to be on lap 64 by the time the tyres are scheduled to start going off. Let's have a look at some of the front runners, because...
Oh, we do have a battle now. We have got Jack and Dragoon battling, but I should think that they're both ready for coming in the pits soon.
Yep, so if Trix has come in, that means that anyone on the mediums anytime from now will be their pit entry time. I'm going to have a look at Keogh, see what he does. Keogh stays out. Going to try and basically cancel out the undercut, sorry. And
I think he should have pitted, to be fair.
I don't know, I think Keogh was pulling away, don't forget, toward the end of Trix's and Keogh's stint, of their battle. He was slowly getting further away, which probably means that his tyres were in much better shape than Trix's.
23 seconds behind the leader as we stand.
Ben is now in second and is 17.5 seconds behind Keogh, which means that, well, my guess is that Keogh's going to try and stay out a bit longer, see if he can maximise that gap even more.
I think Dragoon's tyres are a bit off.
It's going to be at that time now because Jack is now catching him. Jack... Oh, no, not quite.
No.
And definitely on DRS.
Pro Trix is just behind them two, battling.
Yep. He's gone a little bit wide. Jack's definitely having a look up. So Trix is thinking about getting involved.
That's the only
Poz is thinking about getting involved as well. Yep.
Well, the thing that Poz has got is he's got at least another 20 laps on the tyre he's on. He can afford to take it easy. Because while all these lot are going onto the harder tyre, he's going to be finishing the race on the softer tyre.
Exactly.
He can afford to drive slower than these guys ahead of him.
Yep. Sometimes, depending on the track, it is much better to get the slower compound out of the way, so then as long as you pit at the right time, you can have the, desired, you can race as hard as you want toward the end, because you will be on the softer tyre, and those tyres will get you to the end of the race.
Fuck me, if Jack don't make the move, Trix is going to get past Jack right now.
Keogh and Ben have both stayed out.
Trix got both of them, by the looks of it.
Oh, Dragoon.
Wow.
Yep, Trix has got them both.
He went past both of them on the DRS straight and into the first corner.
Oh, I was too busy looking at it. I was too busy checking to see if the front two had gone in. Jack's having a look around the outside. No, he thinks better of it.
He's cut across.
Oh, he's thinking about snaking out.
No, he's not going to do it there.
Oh, Dragoon's outbraked himself.
He's surely got the position
Jack's
now.
got the move done.
But Dragoon is going to have the DRS, isn't he? So he's got the chance to get back ahead.
He will, but yep, see, there you go. Yep, Dragoon.
Why are you making me look
50
behind,
meters.
Hades? Come on.
But Jack does also have DRS.
Ah, he does, doesn't he? That.
Yep. Oh,
Wow.
Jack would have gotten DRS off Wayne's Ghost.
Who's
Venom's is
just
retired.
left? Oh, retired.
No, Venom's
I think
is retired.
that could have been because he was towards the back. I don't know. We'll have
Venom's
to wait and
terminal
see.
damage.
Wow.
No terminal damage. He has crashed out.
Right, so Trix is now in third, 22 seconds behind the leader. Who is the leader? Still Keo? Yeah.
Kehoe is still out, lap 24, so what is that? How many laps is that?
He's done 24
how many
laps
is
on
that?
the mediums.
Like, no, how many laps is that since Trix has come in? Trix came in 3 laps ago?
End of lap 21.
And Kehoe is maintaining his gap, if not possibly made it a bit bigger, because Ben, who is also still on worn mediums.
No, Trix is bringing that gap down. He's took just over a second off Keo in the past lap and a half.
Yep, and Trix can see Ben off in the horizon.
Right, Paz has made his way into fourth by, I assume,
I'm guessing
Jack
the front two
and
must be
Dragoon
coming into
pitting.
pit soon. They must be coming in soon. Yep, Kehoe's coming in. Kehoe's coming into the pits. I'll keep an eye on him and see what he puts on.
Right, this is a bit strange. Unless they've pitted and put the mediums on again, Dragoon and Jack are behind Paz, but not much.
Weird. Right, Kehoe goes on to the hard tyres, so he's definitely looking at the one stop. Ooh, Ben has just taken him, but Kehoe's definitely made that gap count. And he's definitely, well, much fresher tyres he's going to be.
How long's that
much
gonna
fresher
last?
tyres he will be there. Like, exactly, so the Kehoe, although on the slower tyre, can be much fresher. And
I am
does look
very
like he is within a second.
I thought
So
the
smart
pit
move
lane
by
on this
Kehoe.
track was about 24 seconds.
Look at the gap that look at the gap that Trix has pulled down. Trix is now only 2.5 seconds behind the leader.
Yeah.
They are both in his sights now. So once again, it's going to be a good battle for
But
P1 between
Kehoe
Kehoe and Trix,
also
but
pulled
Kehoe
off.
is going to be.
Get the overcut.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
So
Kehoe is going to be on fresher tyres.
If Keo can carry on the way he is, he'll do enough to win the race, potentially.
Yep, as long as everything goes to plan from here, it's hard to see anything really going wrong.
So have you prepared
So
yourself
another
for the talks after the race?
Yeah, sort of. I'm not doing all of them, just so you know.
Oh no, I'll do first, and then you can do second and third.
I got second then.
And third.
You're funny.
We'll share the responsibility,
Right.
why not? Right, what's Paz doing?
Mhm.
He's on his own. What's Jack doing?
Yeah,
He's on his
possibly
card.
fine. Jack still staying out on his mediums.
There must
Well,
have been
Dragoon.
must have been something happen.
Dragoon
Or-
and Ouija
Has
also.
Has Dragoon pitted? Because he's now in
I
seventh
don't believe
behind
so.
Ouija.
Behind Ouija, but again, remember Dragoon's tyres were, you know, he was losing quite a few positions. His tyres, he's pushing his tyres clearly as far as he can. But if if he's trying to make some kind of overcut move or undercut, that's the thing, because technically he's still he's way behind the two leaders. He's 34
Yeah.
seconds from the leader, so he's probably more concerning himself with Paz and Jack. So he's probably waiting to see what Jack does, because if Jack goes in this lap and Dragoon
Right,
can keep
Ben
it out
is
2
in
more
the
laps, he
pits.
can cancel out the undercut. So
And
Ben is in.
Trix
Yep.
is right on the tail of Keo right now.
Yep. He's in DRS range.
So finally, we've got a battle again.
We once
Where's
again have
Ben
a
gonna
battle.
come out?
Pos
He's 5th at the moment.
moves up into 3rd place. Jack is still staying out. Lap 27
Ben's got to stop again.
Mediums.
He's gone on the soft tyre. Ben's on the soft.
On the mediums. Ben
yeah,
was on
but
the
he's got to stop
wait,
again.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
He can't get to the end from here.
No, definitely not.
Which puts Jack back into 4th, which I don't think he's stopped yet. I reckon he's going to go on to the mediums again. Because he can
the softs
about 15 laps on the softs.
14 laps. Yeah, about 14 laps on the softs.
And then he should be able to get to the end.
24. Judging by the pitting times, around 24, 25 laps on the mediums. Then we'll have, we'll have a concrete conclusion to how long the hards go when Pos pits as well. Because according to the system, they are meant to go off at 43 laps.
But I also suppose that those tyres will last longer the more we go into this race, because the fuel load is going down, the track is rubbering in.
Yeah.
So
exactly, things can still change toward the end, because
even these people that started on the hard tyre, they might even be able to go a few more laps than that.
They might be able to still go all the way, because as you say, Pos can still, he can comfortably drive slower, knowing that, no longer P1 and 2, but he knows that Jack still has to pit. He knows that Ben still has to pit. Ouija will still have to pit. Dragoon's still going to have to pit. Like, everybody behind him is still going to have to pit. So he knows that he's been
that Jack hasn't pitted.
Well, he might have done, but
that. Well, I suppose it all depends on setup.
Jack doesn't. Remember, Jack drives with no assists whatsoever. So, as he said, he can manage his tyre wear
28
much
laps
better with no assists. It's possible. Although, looking at his tyres, they are beginning to blister up a little bit when you locked that one up. So, it's got to be any time now. He's got to be coming in.
I just don't get how Dragoon hasn't pitted yet. But then again, how far back he is, I can see Dragoon has pitted. I should think. I don't want to pause it and have a look, but...
Oh no, I'll keep an eye on them and I'll see if they pit. Jack's now pitting, so he'll be definitely going on to the hards. It seems that everyone just seems to have the intent, besides Ben and I think Kai, because Kai's now onto the soft tyres as well.
Well, I suppose they're going for position, really, aren't they? See how close they can get up behind the cars ahead.
Exactly, they know that they're far behind.
Oh,
they know that they are in. Yeah, you're right. As you say, they probably know that they're pretty far behind, or they want to keep their position, so they've put on the soft tyres.
Something's happened to Prix. I was on board with Keo at the time. It looks like Prix ran into the back of him. That's what it looked like. But I know one of them is going to record it. He's going slow. He's got grass all over his tyres. He's just started speeding up again.
But he doesn't seem to have any damage. He doesn't seem to have any damage. I can't see any damage to the front wing. But you are right. Something does seem to have occurred. Check to see if there's been anything reported in the incident.
I was on board with Keo's car in the broadcast cam, and looking back, it looked like Prix just got it all wrong and ran into the back of him. That's what it looked like. But if there was lag involved, I don't know, because
there was no. There
only
appears
shows
to be no,
so quickly.
There appears to be no collision because the incidents have not reported anything.
Right.
So so far, the only things that have been reported are penalties. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, Trix has just gone.
That's what I thought.
Oh, wait, now he's gone back. Well, he did, but then I think he's just lagged back up the road for me. So Trix might be having some issues.
It's right.
Tricks on a wheel.
It's being. It differs. Sometimes I have heard he has got a wheel, but I don't know.
Dragoons all over the back of Ouija.
Nice one.
Oh, Dragon! Oh, Dragoon's gone for the move and he's messed it up. He's actually hit the side of Ouija there. I'll record that.
Yeah.
Instead, lucky
Tricks
enough, both
lagging.
cars.
Again.
Lucky enough, both
Ben
cars seem
third.
to have gotten away unscathed.
Wow, Ben's done well to get back into third, but he is on the softer tyre, so he does have to pit again. Where the hell is Pos then?
Pos?
He's pitted.
Yeah,
He's pitted. He's in 5th.
Oh, he
bit
has.
early.
Yep.
30 laps is all he could manage.
That's definitely
Jack
interesting
did
because...
nearly 30 laps on the medium tyre.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Right,
Ouija's only now going in. Ouija's only now going in. He started on the mediums. I think he did anyway. I'm not 100% sure.
He did.
That is
Ouija is also
concerning.
one of them drivers that is no assists.
Exactly. But that is definitely concerning for Pos because I don't know if he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna be able to get to the end on those mediums unless he drives very conservative.
Right.
I think he's coming way too early off those hards.
He's catching Dragoon. Jack is on the harder tyre and Dragoon is on the mediums. So I don't think that the mediums are the tyre to be
actually,
on.
maybe Dragoon must have pitted. This is 31 laps on the mediums. Surely.
What does it say in the race directory? It will give you. It will tell you when they've pitted. When you click on their name. He must have done because he was in the battle for third.
We must have missed a pit stop. You sure? No, he's remained. He's either made another stop onto the mediums, or those are the same ones. But those appear to be the same ones.
No, he has made one stop. He's done one stop. I've just had a quick look. He's gone medium.
Oh no, I don't know how you see that.
Right, you pause it, you go into race directory, don't click on anyone, it says stops, and then one, and some people have stopped twice already, like it's your dad and Ouija.
Yeah.
Right, we'll get back to the race. 13 seconds between first and second. That little instant Trix had
really lost
has really destroyed
Trix,
his race.
And he still seems to be having issues because I just saw on his front right tyre he had grass on there. Something seems to be going very wrong with Trix's race right now. He's dropped down to 14 seconds.
Front wing damage. Like if it's one front.
Had a look,
front
but
left,
even then,
it's different.
Even then,
he's got wing damage.
Yeah, he's coming into the pits.
He's in the pits. He's only been on them tyres 10 laps. I'll keep an eye on him. I think he's destroyed.
Oh no, we'll see if they do change the wing. Actually no, it won't show us that, will it? He'll lag backwards if they have changed his wing.
Yeah, I'm on board with him right now. So I'll keep an eye on that.
I haven't seen any lag back.
There we go, he's lagged back.
Yes, he has.
It was wing damage.
He did have wing damage.
So he's in 7th at the moment. Anyone else
Currently
can
in
go
7th.
past?
He's put on another set of hard tyres. Kehoe is now 18 seconds in front of second place, which is Ben, but as we said, he's going to have to pit again because we're now at the halfway point of this race. As I said, absolute disaster for Trix though. Clearly,
I think he can get back to either second or third, but he's not going to win this race now.
So those are fresh hards, and he is currently only 2 seconds behind 6th, who's only a little bit behind 5th, who's not too far from 4th.
That puts Ben into second and Pos into third. at the moment as it stands.
We'll have to check back.
We're halfway
we'll have to keep
through
checking
now.
with Pos. So we'll have to keep checking with Pos because, as we said, well, I personally think he could have possibly, unless he can.
Unless he's
going to
go for the soft tyre until like the last 5, 6, 7, 8 laps, he could whack the soft tyres on.
Yeah. So if he pits around lap 50, if he pits around lap 50, around that time, a couple laps later probably, he will have to go on the softs.
53, 54.
52 maybe.
To the.
If he goes 54, he'll
tyre.
definitely get to the end.
Yeah.
See, I'm just more concerned about when those mediums are going off because, as you're talking about, Ouija's been able to take those mediums 30 laps.
18
so
and a
Pos
half
was only
seconds.
So Pos has only been able to take those hards.
He took them hards 30 laps.
Exactly, and so Ouija has matched him on the faster tyre with obviously more wear. So I know it's either one person's destroyed their tyres or the other one has just driven so conservatively that we could be seeing records.
I suppose when you are that far back, you are going to drive slower, aren't you? You just want to finish the race. To be fair, if you not all the time, but when you're not battling in the top 5 positions, you just lose the will to care. I know I do sometimes.
Oh yeah, we've all been there. If you have such a terrible race, things don't go your way, you get penalties.
We will have a battle soon, finally. Jack is catching Dragoon again.
Yeah, Pos is having a very
Do you want to jump
race.
into their party, really? Make this party joinable, and then jump into their parties and just G them up a bit. Get them to do some battling.
I think they're trying to do that anyway, to be fair, Scott.
I know that's what they're trying to do, but
I have a feeling they're trying to do that anyway because, you know, Jack realises it's not over. Dragoon probably also realises that, you know, because probably what everyone, well, at least Pos and Dragoon will see that Ben is on softs. So they know that he must stop again, so they definitely have something to work for. So obviously Jack doesn't. So Jack can go to the end anyway, so he can put. And he was one of the later pitters of the medium tyres, so he can definitely go to the end on those while possibly pushing as well.
Yep. Well, I've just had a look, and Ben needs, or It's Your Mum needs, 4 or 5 seconds more to pass.
Trix is now
third.
Down to 7th place.
Yeah, that's where he came out of the pits. It's all because he ran into the
come
back
out
of
because
Keogh.
I don't remember Kai. I don't remember Kai being ahead of him.
Yeah, 7th. The 6 people that are in front of him now.
Speaking of Kai, he's just come into the pits, so he'll probably go for the mediums. I'm guessing, possibly the hards if he wants to secure it. No, he is going on the hards. He's going on the hards because
Ouija's coming around the last corner now. So
there's 21 laps of this Grand Prix left, so the mediums, any pit stops from now will probably involve the medium tyres.
Wow, Ouija got Kai then.
Yep.
Shag's still there in a lonely ninth.
So,
but I don't think he has to pit unless Shag hasn't pitted yet. I don't know.
And I think Kai came in a little while. See, interesting thing is, I think Kai actually possibly pitted for his softs after Ben did. So it's entirely possible that Ben will probably have to be pitting soon.
Yeah.
Ben going very smooth through there, so possibly conserving his tyres.
Well, I think when we all move over to the next game, everyone has got to be a hell of a lot more careful when it comes into running into the back of these cars.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially how your rear wing can just fall.
I'm just thinking of the overtakes. I'm just thinking of overtaking in general, because remember, obviously the 2017 cars are much wider than the 2016 ones, so you know,
I
people are going to have
found
to be
out some
very aware of that.
Fantastic news for the game today as well. When your tyre pops, your tyre can also leave the rim. It
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
it doesn't stay as a run flat tyre. If you're driving too
So
fast,
it will
your
tear away.
tyre will come off the rim of the wheel.
That'll force a retirement, won't it? I don't think. Yeah, the car can't get around on a rim.
Well, it all depends. I don't know if that retires you or what. Trix
Probably,
is up
yeah,
into 6th.
Okay, so Trix is
But
saying
he's-
it's not over yet.
Keo could potentially stop lap, whatever lap he wants, put the soft tyres on, or the softer compound tyres, and still get to the end.
Oh yeah, Kehoe, unless something very bad happens to him, Kehoe's probably giggling to himself even now, slightly hard. Only a few laps over halfway into the race, and he's probably already giggling to himself, thinking, 25 points. So, because 3rd place is 32 seconds behind. Said
Yep.
2nd place is 17.3 seconds behind. He
but
had that
has got to
similar
pit
gap.
again.
Exactly. And he
Within
had
the
that
next
similar gap.
4 laps.
He had that similar gap to Ben beforehand, like around 17, 18 seconds, and Ben only just overtook him while he was leaving the pit lane. So
Yeah.
he could pit now, and he would only come out just behind Ben.
So potentially what we've got, when Ben pits, we'll have Keo in 1st. Obviously when Ben pits, Pos will be in 2nd, and then we'll have a flying banana in 3rd. What's going on? How is Jolyon Palmer in 4th at the moment? That's the driving
No
style.
idea.
Going wide, hitting the grass. It's Palmer.
I honestly, what is this, man? We have Slowly and Palmer in 4th. What is going on? I don't
We've
even
got
know.
a
We
Williams that is struggling to catch Palmer right now. It must be strolling, this Williams.
Who are the 2 manor drivers in this game? Verline and
Pascal Wehrlein and... Oh,
I don't know
sugar.
who the other guy is.
Who are the manor
Yeah, who-
drivers, guys? Please put it in the comments. In this
They're
game,
just
who
that
drives the
forgettable.
manors?
They are that forgettable. We don't even remember
Verline
who
and
they
who?
are. Because whoever that other driver is currently leading the Spanish Grand Prix.
Wow.
Because as we saw.
Oh yeah, because Grimm was Wehrlein, weren't he?
Yep. Interesting thing is, Ben seems to be ever so slightly taking the gap down.
Right. One thing I would
Keo.
like to say is Wayne Hammer's ghost is catching Shag.
Huh? Can you repeat that into my good ear, please, Scott?
Wayne Hammer's ghost is catching Shag.
Wayne
But
Hammer's
we
ghost.
have
Okay.
a battle at the moment for 6th. So I've got to stay on that. It's Trix against Jack.
Wayne Hammer's ghost.
I think Shag must have made a mistake or something.
Yeah.
Because the AI is on easy.
I'm praying to God that he did. I'm praying that he did. Because if he hasn't, I'm very worried and scared and shocked all at the same time.
If he hasn't, I am really looking forward to tomorrow's performance race. 100%. Who streams that one? I can't remember. That goes to show how much I know.
Something o'clock.
About
I don't know,
this
just
stuff.
be there.
One of
Be
the
there or be
ESR
square.
members will be streaming.
Oh, you are horrible, aren't you? Anyway, Trix moving up the inside to...
He's
I
lagging.
think he's wiped Jack out. He's killed Jack.
On
I
my
think
screen
he's
to
killed
start.
Jack.
Oh, Trix is also in the gravel there.
I
On
think
my screen,
Trix
It showed
Trix went on.
Trix going up the inside. He's slowed down.
And
Why is he? Where the fuck is Jack?
he's now in 6th.
Has he got wing damage?
Lost him. I don't know. I'll have a look. don't think he has. I think he's
Right,
okay.
let's look on Trix, wing damage. Because he could
No,
potentially...
Jack appears to be fine. But from what I saw, mate, honestly, like, it looked like Trix just dove up the inside, completely missed his braking and turning point. He's gone completely on where Jack tried to go on the outside.
It's Rio
and he's just
Haryanto is
completely
in
wiped
lead
him out.
of the Spanish Grand Prix.
Oh god.
It
You've heard
doesn't
it here first,
look
folks.
like...
Only an ESR
Right,
will
Trix does
Haryanto
not
be
have
in the lead.
damage. What's Jack doing?
Doesn't have damage. I'm gonna check the directory because he might have something to... He doesn't appear to have been penalised for it either.
On my
Like, not from
screen,
the actual
it
game.
looked like, again, that Trix was lagging. That's what it looked
He
like
was
for
that
me.
with both of the cars.
He's the only
because
car
obviously
on the grid that's lagging at the moment.
well, Jack was beginning to lag a tiny little bit, but I'm guessing that's also because he was fairly close to the lagging car.
Yeah.
Because from what I've seen in just the whole game in general, it seems that if there's one lagging car, then they can sort of give that effect to cars that are close by.
Right.
I've noticed that one
Ben
lagging
is
car
in
in
the
other
pits
lobbies
now.
can affect any other car
Ben
that's
should
within a
be able
reasonable
to go onto
distance.
the mediums and get to the ends now. Because if he puts the hards on, all the softs, he's thrown it away. Yeah, medium tyres are going on. He's still in second at the moment.
Okay,
He's
there's
dropped down to
Pause, he's
third.
now oh, no,
Has he
that
done
wasn't
enough
Pause,
to
who was
jump
that then?
Dragoon?
Dragoon.
Yeah, that is Pos in second now. Dragoon's
Okay.
coming down now. Has he?
It's not going to be
he's,
enough.
He's done enough to jump Dragoon.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Ben is definitely.
But this is the next
looking
battle
like,
now.
It definitely looks like Ben is going to be holding on to a podium because Dragoon is going to have to pit. He's definitely going to have to pit again.
Oh, he's got to. He's got to run the soft tyre. He's done 42 laps. He's done 2 medium stints.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'd say anywhere within the next...
But we have seen other drivers. That have actually, they've taken the mediums much further than 20 laps. So
Yeah, well,
it's definitely
now
not.
that
It's
fuel
not out of the
isn't as
question.
much of a problem, I
Oh,
suppose
Jack,
that's the...
I feel so sorry for Jack, man. He's so far behind now. To make matters worse, he's got Ouija beginning to try and catch him. Ouija's got him in his sights. Kai is chasing.
Oh.
Kai's on the hard tyres and he's
So
trying to
these
chase
guys
down
that
Ouija.
were nowhere mid-point of the race are catching up. The only person that's... He's going to get lapped
oh
in a
my
minute.
goodness, Kehoe is
Shaggy's
now
gonna get
32
lapped.
seconds. Kehoe is 32 seconds ahead of Pos, who is still in second. And as I said, we think that Pos is going to have to pit. It's going to have to probably pit within the next 10 laps or so.
Well, I do
That's gonna
not
be my
think
guess.
he is going to get 36 laps out of mediums when he only managed 30
Definitely
laps
not.
on the hards.
Then he's definitely, but that's the thing, he's going to be pushing hard. He's going to be trying to make as many positions as he can. When I say Kehoe, I'd say he
Right.
it's definitely looking very good for him so far. So he has time to do a pit stop if he really does
I
feel like
reckon
it.
Dragoon should be in the pits in the next couple of laps because Ben is pulling away from him. Where's Protrix? He's nowhere. I don't even think he's going to get podium now.
He's in no man's land.
I know
Trix
he will potentially get past Dragoon when Dragoon pits.
But
It,
I
it
think,
looks like
because
he's
I think
potentially
Ben can
giving
go
up.
because Ben can definitely go to the end. Or I'm guessing, unless he definitely destroys those tires, Ben can go to the end on his mediums. Pos, I don't know, unless he activates like immediate
we have a
tire
battle.
saving mode.
We have a battle.
Oh, we have a
Kai
battle.
and Ouija.
Where?
7th and 8th. It's the battle for 7th. Yeah.
Okay. We have a battle finally.
It's only been about 15 laps without a battle, but let's see what happens.
Been wasting away with that one.
And he's gone for the inside. He's already done it. Wow.
Having
Okay.
another look through the field, it's possible. I think Ben is slowly catching up to Pos.
Right.
Things Poz's tyres are going to probably begin to start feeling somewhere.
Yeah, that gap has definitely closed down.
So because I can look at
'Cause
Poz's
remember,
car, look behind him, and I can see Ben very clearly.
Ben did his pit stop a couple of laps ago, so he's made back all that time.
Exactly.
He was about, I think it was about 11 seconds off the back of Pos.
Yep. So
He's
Dragoon is coming
was he
round the
now?
final 3 turns.
He is 2 seconds behind Pos right now.
Yep, Dragoon's still staying out on those mediums.
And Keogh's just won the race. I've just got to remember to go on board with him for the last lap. Because I potentially won't remember that.
This thing, I've been flicking through all the cars, you know, I feel like we've covered everyone at some point or another.
Yeah, everyone has had.
Oh
more-
wait, no, we haven't really. No, I've just realised we haven't given Shag much attention, have we?
No, I have
We're so sorry,
stayed on
Shag.
board with his car every so often, but
Oh,
with
Kai
him
goes
being so
defensive,
far
Ouija.
away. Wait, where
He's
are
going
we?
around the outside. Oh,
Ouija.
there's contact.
I caught back end of it
Contact.
just as they finished the
I
crash.
got that nice and clear.
Right, have you
That's
recorded
kind of hard, but I don't think Kai left him the room there.
it? Have you got a recording?
I don't know. Yeah, I just recorded it. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I know, we'll have to review that at the end of the race. But
Ooh.
I think
Right,
we might.
mediums and hards are the mandatory tyre. Dragoon should have come in 5 laps ago.
Okay.
Has he done his pit stop yet? No, he could potentially
So
do it now,
he's still
but
there.
he's going to lose out. He's staying
Yep,
out.
he's used
But
all.
what's he
He's used
doing?
all. I don't know. I really don't know. It may be if he would have pitted
ooh.
then, because said Pos is still going to have to pit, so he could have possibly got something out of that. but
Is he going to go to about lap 52-ish, try and push to lap 52 without getting a puncture, and go onto the soft tyre for the end? He could be
I don't
trying
know,
to do that.
but that's the thing. I doubt the softs are the mandatory tyre for him, because it's
No,
usually the 2
it's-
harder compounds.
It's medium and hards are the mandatory tyre.
Exactly, he hasn't done a hard stint yet. So
No,
if
but he's
Dragoon
been
has
on
only done-
mediums. Mediums are a
Exact-
mandatory.
Oh yeah, mediums.
They
and
both
hards.
are. It's your dad has just come out the pits. He's had a wing change as well. So between the Ouija
Did you say Haz?
and Kai, it's your dad. So he must have got damaged in that little accident that they had,
Yeah, because
which
so
I
it
can't
looked
pass
like that
judgment
point
on. I
there,
didn't see it.
so
Oh,
I've
Shag's
got- I've
catching
got it
someone.
recorded, so-
Shag's catching Kai. He's still
Come on,
a while-
Shag.
He's still a way
Come
away,
on, buddy.
but Kai's
No
just
favoritism,
come
I
out
swear.
on fresh mediums. I don't know how long Shag's been on them tyres. Keogh's
Come
just
on,
ran
you
away
flying
with it.
banana.
We are going to have a battle for second in the next couple of laps.
Yep, definitely.
Dragoon
I don't know
still
how long that
hasn't
battle's
pitted.
going to be though, because said Pos probably within the next 6 laps. It's probably due to come in.
Unless he's going to go to the end and just hope he keeps
There's
hold
no
of
way
his
he
podium.
can't. I said he would have to. Well, let's think. Let's look at the gap to Dragoon. Said Dragoon is going to have to come in as well, so it's going to be. I think it's going to be a podium battle between Dragoon and Pos, because both of them are going to have to come in. As you say, Dragoon was meant to
Ooh.
come in 5 laps ago, but is choosing to stay
This
out.
could get close. Protrix is
Right, what-
less than 3 seconds behind Dragoon.
Okay, so I said Dragoon still has to pit, as does Pos. So
Protrix
Trix
is
race-
still lagging everywhere.
Tricks still might be in with a chance of a podium. It's all going to depend, I think, on that gap between him and Pos. So the Pos, when he pits, as will Dragoon. I think you are right of what Dragoon's doing. He's going to try and...
in now.
Oh
He's
wait,
in
no,
the
we're going to
pits.
see what he does.
I'll stay on board with him. See what tyres he goes on to.
That's it.
I think he...
Ichimum is heavily after Pos.
He's gone hards.
He's gone on the hards.
He's gone on the hard tyre. That makes no sense.
Last thing. Well, he's used both of his mediums already.
Yeah.
He's used both of his mediums already, you know, because
he might not have had the softs.
because he knows the softs won't get him to the end from here.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, we got Ouija in
Softs
7th.
definitely wouldn't get him to the end from here, so he has no choice but to go on the hards.
Shag 9th, and we have a Ghost in 10th that is being lapped by Jack.
So I definitely believe that. For Dragoon's second stint, he should have come in for the hards.
Well, Keo has got a 36-second gap from Ben in second.
Yeah, well, unless we miss an almighty crash, then...
So Ben has got Pos, has he? Yeah.
Huh?
Ben's got Pos.
Okay.
Ben's in second, Pos third, but Pos is staying out.
Said once that hits lap
Trix
50,
is in
he's going to be
fourth
weighing
and
his options.
closing.
So it's been a pretty eventful race. We've had quite a few silent spots. We've had quite a few quiet moments, but so we've had some collisions, we had some good battling, we've had some overtakes.
Ouija is now in the pits. He'll be going on to the soft tyre. I'll call it.
14 laps. 14
Yeah, but
laps
he
is
did
what they're
30 laps on
expected.
his mediums at the start, didn't he?
Yeah, he can. Yeah,
So-
definitely, he can definitely get away with that.
What's he going for? I can't see.
He's going on the
Hard
hards.
tyres. Again?
The hard tyres.
I don't know. Oh, Shag's got him. Shag has got him. He must have had damage. Yeah, he's done the... It's glitched him back a bit into the pits. He must have had wing damage.
Wow. Okay.
So
Oh yeah, because
Keo
remember that
leading.
incident with Kai? Because it was the incident with Kai. I'm guessing Kai had much more severe damage that he had to come in earlier.
36 seconds
Ouija
between
clearly probably
first
just
and
left-
second.
Ouija clearly just probably only lost an end plate, so he felt like he could continue. Or I don't know, maybe he's only now just thought to himself, no, I can't do this for any longer.
There is a
That's the thing, see, but
4-second gap between Pos and Trix. Wow.
Jack's still holding on to 5th. Said, but Trix has definitely opened up a gap between the two. So Pos still trying to, very hard on the turn in there. Pos was probably, I think Pos was turning the wheel before he actually even reached the turn there.
Well, I suppose it could also be his tyres, because once they go off, they don't turn in the same, do they?
No. But yeah, it's lap
you need
50
less
now,
power.
that's exactly what I said. Yeah, exactly, lap 50, he's probably from now. That's the thing, he's still driving very aggressive on those mediums, so unless he is planning to pit very soon, tyre wear clearly isn't bugging him that much, or it's not concerning him at least.
This looks like it's going to be close. If Pos pits this lap, Trix is going to be in the podium. He does.
Yeah, Pos pits this lap.
I don't think. I'll keep an eye on his
Trix.
car, see what he goes on to, but Trix is going to get third.
So he's going to have to go, if he goes onto the softs, he will be...
Mediums again.
15 laps, he's gone the mediums.
He could have... I think he could have done it on the softs, but...
And that's the thing.
It all
so
depends on each driver, doesn't it?
What
they're
exactly?
comfortable
Pos
with.
seems... Well, Yeah,
But
exactly.
he's kept hold of 4.
Clearly. Yeah. Like he's still a higher points paying position.
Right, so the gap.
So it clearly doesn't feel fully confident.
There's
Going
6 seconds
on the softs to the
between
end.
Trix and Ben.
There's things he tricks. Trix has only done a 1 stop, so Trix tyres.
No, he's done a 2 stop because he broke his wing, didn't he? He had to
he
come in
broke his wing.
pit
This is this is
and
a
put
new set of hards.
a newer set of hards on.
Yeah, that's a second set of hard tyres, so
Yeah.
well, mine. So probably what Poz is thinking is that he's going to try and push, bring that gap down. He's still got quite a bit of time to do so. He definitely can push as hard as he wants on those medium tyres.
Yeah, but there's no chance of him winning this race today.
Oh no.
The Ferrari's been lapped by
I
Keogh
think as we
now.
saw long ago, Scott, I think we decided that Keogh had this a long time ago.
Yeah. Right. They are on the same straight as each other now.
Because Keogh has recently, well, yeah, Keogh has recently lapped Ouija, Shag, and Kai. So let's have a look at Jack. Dragoon is on the back of now on the back of Jack with DRS. Dragoon's moving to the inside.
He's got the position, and he.
Yep, he's got it done.
Are they both? Yeah, they're both on the same tyres, but Dragoon's only been on them tyres a couple of laps.
Yep. So he will be
Jack's
much more
doing
fresh.
the 1 stop, and he's been on them at least now.
Yep.
So, and he's just hit the grass there, which isn't good. So you have no traction.
Nope.
Be calm, young Skywalker. Use the Force. Right, let's have a look what's happening with Shag. He's in 8th. He is in 8th. He's 5 seconds off Kai.
Jack's still tracing.
Dragoon's
Dragoon's gone wide. Dragoon's on the gravel, and Jack takes his position back. Oh, Dragoon completely missing his point there. He's dropped back.
Well,
He's lost a hefty sum of time.
Aren't going to be helping him for the next half a lap.
Right. Said all of that work to overtake him, and unfortunately it has not paid off. Dragoon must be kicking himself for that, because from what I saw, Dragoon just completely missed his point, his turn-in, braking, hard to tell.
Well, I know there's still a long way to go, but I don't think he's getting that position back.
No.
So a 15-second gap between Poz and Trix.
And Poz is definitely still pushing as hard as he can to try and get something out.
Pro Trix also isn't catching Ben. It's still a 5-second gap. That's what it was 3 laps ago.
What is it? How far is he behind Ben? So
it's about 5 seconds.
Trix about 5 seconds. Trix about 5 seconds behind Ben, but if we have a little see. Interesting.
Yeah, unfortunately, we us guys on the stream don't get to see that until the end of the race. So, sorry, no spoilers. Hashtag no spoilers.
Well, because it looks like Trix could possibly be close. I won't say exactly what's happened, but if Trix begins to get a bit closer to Ben, it's definitely going to be interesting.
I said hashtag no spoilers.
Yeah, see, I haven't actually revealed fully what happened, okay? So I haven't spoiled anything, so leave me alone.
I'm colouring my controller in at the moment. Right. Is there any battles anywhere? Or are we just a quiet race?
I think we've slipped back to just a quiet race because with Dragoon going off in the third sector, so unfortunately that has left us with not many battles. So I think I see Kai trying.
The closest thing at the moment is Protrix and fucking Ben into it.
I think I see Kai is trying desperately to one-lap himself, trying to chase down Kehoe.
That's still a 15-second gap between Trix and Pos.
So I think we are more just waiting to see what Pos does, but he's now 55
Wait.
laps. So 12 more laps to go. Can he
We
get
have
those
got
mediums to the
Dragoon
end?
catching Jack again.
Okay.
Might
Have
be
that
too
fresh
little too
rubber
late,
showing itself.
but he is getting there again. We've got It's Your Dad in 7th. With Shaggy 8th. And Luigi in 9th.
Shag does seem to have. He just seems to have had quite a fairly quiet race today. He's been minding his own business. Hasn't really had many people to battle for very long, unfortunately for him. So, but Dragoon's been having a pretty good race today. Jack
Right,
was
people on one stop so far are Jack
one stop are
and
Kehoe and Jack. So we know Kehoe has more than enough time if he needs to pit. He has more than enough time to pit. He's now on the second DRS straight, while Ben is only now going around turn 3.
Okay, just checking some.
It's been an absolute walk in the park for Kia this race, hasn't it?
Well,
who's that? Ben's coming up to the.
To be fair,
coast.
this hasn't been as bad as what I thought it would be.
No. You know, as I said earlier, there's been battles, there's been overtakes, there's been collisions. We have got some stuff to review definitely after the race.
At least I've done
we might have
what
some other clips coming in.
the other streamers do as well. I've missed the incidents. I haven't caught the crashes as much because I've been looking at the battling.
That's it, but that's the only reason I've because I think it's been the case you've been looking at other battling.
Yeah.
Because obviously that's where most of the incidents tend to come from, is when two cars are battling, they just go too far into it.
Right, so at the moment, the closest thing to a battle on this track, which is still nowhere near a battle, is Dragoon and Jack.
Ben's retired. Ben's retired.
What's happened?
I don't know, I'll try and find out now. Ben... no. Pulled up. Ben's crashed. Terminal damage.
Oh god.
So Ben has binned it somewhere. I don't know, maybe on board with someone we might
Could
find
Trix
out where.
of... I've just seen his car.
Trix is now into
I'm not
P2.
exactly going to say that, but could it have been an incident?
I don't know. I said we'll know that if Ben has made contact with another car. Yep. And I say I still wonder about Poz's tyres, because he's definitely, what's that now, 10 laps left. So
Yeah,
if his tyres are in the 40s, he can do it, but 50s or like late 50s, 60s,
if Poz gets a
push it a
puncture
bit.
and has to pit, then that gives Jack the podium.
Yep. How far is he? Yep. It seems about 20
Dragoon
seconds
isn't
spent
a
in the
million
pits.
miles away from Jack, but he's not catching him.
No.
He is taking it slow, his Poz.
So I think his tyres could possibly be playing him up a little bit. And I'll keep an eye on them. We'll see when he slows down if I can see any form of wear on the tyres.
The tyres look clean. I'm on board with him in the
You can't-
cockpit.
You can't really tell when they're at speed. So you have to wait for like a slower corner and you might see something. And we'll check back. I'll check back with Pos when he's at the hairpin. That'll be plenty. Oh, Keo's into the pits. And is he gonna do it?
He's going to do a
Yep,
splash
as
and
we
dash,
thought,
isn't he?
onto the soft tyres. Plenty of time.
Yeah, he's doing the splash and dash. He's got more than enough time to... He's got enough time to do
Definitely.
another stop.
I think
Oz's
he honestly
tyre
does.
looks fine. His tyres look fine. I've just watched him through the hairpin.
Okay, was just pushing very hard early on, and maybe at certain points he has been conserving his tyres a lot better. See, I've noticed he's trying his best not to take too much of a curb. Never mind, I take it back.
Right, we'll get to
He's
the
definitely-
first sector and we'll see what this gap is like. Between the top two cars. 23-second gap between first
Still a
and second.
23-second gap, yeah. As
After the
my
pit
guess
stop.
is that. As my guess, it is about 20, maybe 19, 20 seconds in the pits. So I think if he really wanted to, he could do another stop and still come out probably a good 3 seconds ahead of Trix.
Well, yeah, but he's not going to stop again, is he? Because
No,
also
definitely
being
not.
cocky
Easily.
like that, you could have a major accident getting past a back marker, destroy your car, and there's your lead gone into it. If you try and be
Exactly.
cocky.
So just because he's got that lead doesn't necessarily mean he can keep it. But he seems to have kept it clean for most of the race.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Shag? What happened to Shag? I think Shag's an AI.
As he paused it,
Yeah, it says he. Oh wait, he's
He's
on
being
pause now.
lapped.
So I wonder what.
he was
Wonder
being
what Shag
lapped.
was doing.
He must have been. Because there's the manor, the only manor left. He was being lapped by Keo.
Oh yeah, I definitely know that, but I wonder why. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't just pull over to the side of the road, like when the opportunity arose.
I don't know.
If you're just
Maybe one of us
pausing the
should ask
game,
him.
so pausing the game, like at any point, is definitely it's going to cost you time because the AI level is only on medium.
There is a 9-second gap between Pos and Jack. And Jack seems to be going wide a lot.
And there is about a 2.5 second gap between Dragoon and Jack.
I would say that's less than 2.5 seconds unless it's lag.
Mm.
I'd say that's about a
Lag.
second.
I wonder how many times we've said lag in this one stream.
I don't know, should we put a pound into a jar for every single time? Someone on the...
Lag.
How many times has lag been said in this stream?
Well, not even said, just mentioned. Just like even the mention or indication of the word lag.
Yeah, this
they
is going to
netcode
be
it,
a
shouldn't
battle
it
for
count?
fourth now. I think he's definitely. I think Dragoon is definitely close enough for DRS.
Not quite. Very close, but 48. But oh no, he has got DRS. His DRS is active.
His wing's closed for me. His wing was closed the whole time.
That's weird. I mean, because if you look at the gap now, the gap is definitely much closer.
Yeah. I wonder if Dragoon's gone up into rich mix.
And he could have done. But as I said earlier, Dragoon could possibly be running a much lower downforce to take advantage of the straights on this track.
Right, Towley.
See that?
What is your downforce for this track?
Again, it's a mixed track. There'll be mixed setups with the actual wings because you'll get some people like Dragoon appears to be seems to take advantage of the straight line speed, or you get more people that will take more advantage of mainly sectors probably 2 and 3, which is obviously very winding bends and also slower corners.
Oh, we don't have enough laps for this. Pos is catching tricks on the faster tyres. It's gone from 15 to a 10-second gap in the past
still mess up.
5 or 6 laps.
Pro could still mess up.
Dragoon in 4th. I just caught the arse end of the overtake. Oh dear. My back is killing me. Why do I have to sit forward all the time? Right. It's your dad in 6th.
Don't worry, 5 more laps. Yep, final
Luigi
5
7.
laps of the race.
Oh, Shag's back in 8th. He had to pit. I assume.
Oh, did he?
I assume so. We've got 8 finishers.
8 finishes with a lobby that originally had, well, much more.
Yeah.
And we've had 4 retirements from the session.
A couple of people lagged out, haven't they?
Yeah, we did lose. I think we lost Grim.
We lost Grim
during
at the start,
qualifying.
and then
Lost Grim during qualifying. Maldini lagged out.
Well, we assume he lagged out.
But, yeah, well, I said there's no reason he probably would have left, to be honest.
I know. And then we've had Hammer as well, who was lagged out.
I think because we've got some people that started way down the order, but have actually ended up doing fairly well. I mean,
away from Jack, slight gap.
I mean, so far Kai is actually looking fairly good because he started 16th on the grid. He's now currently 6th, so he's cut 10 places from his qualifying position. Plus started 7th.
But I suppose there's also the thing of he started 17th or whatever. He got past us because we're not in the race, so that's 2 positions. So that's 15th, and then the 5 or 6 cars that haven't finished as well. He's got their positions.
Yep. Was it? Jack is. Looks like Jack's actually losing time to
I reckon if there was a few more laps, well, I say a few more.
There's now a 9-second gap between Trix and Pos.
There's only a 31-second gap between Trix and Keo, and that was 47 seconds a couple of laps ago.
You sure? Because when he first came out,
he pitted, didn't he?
It's gotten bigger. Yeah,
he
Keo
pitted,
pitted
didn't he?
for
It's
the
alright.
And the
I forgot that he went in the pits.
When Keo first came out, you see, it was when Keo first came out of the pits, the gap came down to about 23 seconds. But now it's back. But now it's gone back up, and obviously increasing. But that's because it's the biggest difference between tyre compounds you can get.
Right.
Yeah, because and obviously Keo can only get further. There are 2 more laps for Keo.
I suppose Keo could also do the thing where his tyre blows up.
He could, but I mean, he's been so consistent during the race.
Because we are simulation damage.
Yeah.
So riding the curb, tyres can blow up. I think this is the first time I've mentioned that it's simulation damage, isn't it?
Yeah, Saturdays are simulation. So does that mean that means you can get suspension damage as well from riding the curbs?
Riding the curbs you get suspension damage. Jack's trying to come back at Dragoon now, but I think he's too far back to try that.
I think he's too far.
And he's on older tyres.
He's on much older tyres, because remember Jack is one of only now 2 drivers. No, he's the only driver that is actually on the one-stop strategy, because Keogh's now pitted for the softs. I think if Keogh pitted for the softs laps ago, Jack must be dragging that car home.
Right, I'm going to stay on board with Keogh now because it's his last lap. So, just if there's a battle behind and anything happens, just record it.
Alright. So, Pos is... So, honestly, it's been a brilliant race for Keogh though. So, Trix has had a fairly decent race. He's had a couple slip-ups every now and again. But he now starts his final lap.
No
place.
doubt. That's going to be something
Pos not too far behind.
From any one of these
not too
battles.
far behind.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, Pos is now also starting his final lap.
Keogh
Dragoon,
just come through the second
final
sector.
lap. Jack, final lap. If Jack's gonna... Oh, Dragoon's fuel light has just started flashing, so his fuel...
He was definitely in
amount.
rich mix those last couple of laps where he was catching Jack to overtake him.
Okay, Wayne Hammer, the ghost, is still on lap 61. So he's definitely in for a chance. But round the final corner, is Keogh going slow over the line. Nice little weave. Keogh is your winner for the Spanish Grand Prix.
Let me select driver. Here we go. Pro Tricks. Wow. That's how far he is behind.
Wait until they're actually
Second
finished before you
sector.
invite him in.
Oh
And
yeah, obviously.
Keogh, very good win. Very decisive. Made it look easy. Here comes Trix. Final 3
Again,
turns.
very wide.
Here comes Trix. P2. Good result. Good race.
I'm trying to get on as many of these cars as I can as they cross the lines.
Yep, there's
Pos third. Always Dragoon. They're fighting their way to the end. Dragoon and Jack. They've been fighting most of this race.
Jack's
Jack's gone wide.
Jack's lost it on the
What a
penultimate
shame.
corner. There goes Dragoon. Oh, Jack's out of fuel as well. Jack's fully ran out of fuel. Oh, what a shame.
It looks like
Still
Kai's going to
fourth
come away
place,
to
though.
get 6th.
Yep, definitely. Kai is going to come home as the final runner. Only 6 finishes
Really?
in the Spanish.
Wow.
Only 6
Oh
finishes.
no,
one else
the
is
other
behind
ones
him.
were lapped. I think
Oh yeah, they were lapped.
Shadab
Yeah,
was
never
the
mind,
only
sorry.
person that wasn't lapped, and every single person has a penalty.
Wow. And people are lucky. Right, let's get the top 3 in.
Yeah, if you invite him in, I'm just going to nip for a wee. Oh, you've got to take a screenshot as well. I know that.
Okay. Well, hey, don't go for a wee yet. Hold it in.
Okay.
Just hold it in because you're doing P1. You're doing
Who's
P1, then I'll do
Keogh.
P2, then you do P3.
Keogh, how did your race go?
Right. Yes. Great.
Congratulations.
Great job, Keogh. Great job, lad.
Great
Get
racing.
in!
I hope Keogh
Well done.
actually included this audio
Wait,
when he
Keogh
first
won,
came in
didn't he?
Dubai.
Damn straight.
How was the race, Keogh?
Oh, it was amazing. It was really, really good. I really feel bad for Pro Tricks, though. We were having such an amazing battle, and then lag caused him to clatter into the back of me and lose his front wing. But other than that, we were nose to tail. I was so happy to get him in the. Do you know what? This is the first time in ESR that I've actually had a decent start and overtaken someone. I've either consolidated my position or lost a position. So to get in front of him and actually battle him on track, that was just my goal, just to keep up with the guy. But I'm so happy right now.
Well, congratulations on the win.
Yeah, we were watching you all the way through. Said looked like you managed your tyres brilliantly. you built such a gap, you actually decided to put on the soft tyres at the end anyway. So yeah. So it looks like you had a
Interesting
brilliant
fact.
race, bud.
Interesting fact, I had it on 100% brake ballast as well. Brake bias.
See,
Wow.
see, people
Yeah.
use my thing now.
Okay. Yeah, and your tyres were still brilliant, so well done, Keo. Nice 25
Thank you.
points. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you very much.
Alright, so I guess it's my job now to interview the second place
Well, you
second
can
place
just
finisher.
interview everyone if you want.
No, stop. But yeah, now my job to interview the second place finisher, which is Prix. Nice job, nice 18 points for you. How do you think the race went for you, besides Kehoe's mention of the lag spike?
Quite here and there, to be fair. The last laps were really fucking scary. When I knew I had 9 seconds of penalties, and obviously I knew Pos doesn't really cut any corners and everything, so I was quite scared because it was going from 9.2 seconds to 8.4 and shit like that, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
So it was, I was literally shitting myself. But yeah, except for the lag hit, I enjoyed battling Keo until that happened. But then after that, it was just literally pitting for hards like all the time and just riching it all the way, not giving a shit and just seeing what happened really.
Okay. Yep, looks like you had a good race as well. Didn't look like you had too many issues other than the ones that would have been stated, but it was a good drive from you. Nice 18 points. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, Possum Furday.
Fuck you, Dad! That race about. That was fucking mental. You're a bunch of psychos. But
To be fair, I'm
carry on.
surprised you got third.
I am. Carry on. I'll behave now.
How was it from your point of view?
Start, mate, was alright. Ended up going off the track about 2 laps in. Went all 4 wheels off, so I let everyone back through. Then the madness started. Cars were crashing into everyone everywhere. There was more lag in that race. I think we put the lag in slag, to be honest. It was absolutely mental. But other than that, mate, just a dream drive. No mistakes. My corner cut penalty kept coming in the final chicane. It was really early I got it, actually. About lap 15 I got that, or 15, 16. So, but I noticed they kept telling me the car in front has got a fucking penalty, you know what I mean? So, forget
Yeah.
the swearing. So obviously then
I'll
cranked it
swear
up, and
all
I
you
noticed
like, I
the
don't
gap went
care.
from. Well, I've done enough of it already, so fuck it. The gap went from 14 to 12, and I was thinking I thought he's got some car problems. So obviously I ramped up a little bit more. And yeah, I'm gonna simply say one thing before we kind of move on. With the stewarding, you're gonna need help this time. It's not me
Right.
kind of. I know we're saying it on live stream. You know what I mean? I just want to bring it up. Wayne Hammer counted 21 incidents
Wow.
in that race that has been recorded. So we'll
I
talk
did
to you
get a
guys
few
obviously
of
after
them.
it.
Yeah, I
There's a
caught
load.
2 as well. I
There
caught
is
a
an-
couple.
There's a fuck nugget load, you know what I mean? But no, I
Right.
just want to first of all say thank you very much as well for doing this, you two. It's been fantastic, and I'm buzzing. Just gutted about the fact Wayne got disconnected, you know what I mean? Because otherwise Mercedes would
Yeah.
have out of here. But 15 points,
Well,
Can't go wrong,
also
lads.
Grim, weren't they?
brilliant.
Right.
We left the lobby
Yep,
in
Grim as well.
Yep, it was a good.
quali.
Yeah, it was a very good drive from you, Pos. 3rd place.
Thank you, bro.
Congratulations.
Much love, thank you.
And that is it. That is the end of the Spanish Grand Prix.
Is this
Yeah,
your-
I am not doing the fucking Minecraft ending. I am not doing that. Thanks
Just
for
end it as a
watching,
civilized human being, please.
and we will see you again tomorrow on Poz's channel.
You certainly
For the
will. Live for the
performance.
performance.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right. I didn't even get the button up to end the stream. Thanks, guys, for
You were the
watching,
worst.
and